The old MacBook was great, and then they were like, nope, you don't need HDMI. You don't need all these fucking ports. They're like, 2 USB-Cs for fucking everybody. And you're like, no, cocksucker, MacBook, no! I want a fucking HDMI. I want another fucking port. I want all the ports. That's why I paid $3,000 for a goddamn laptop.
The best part is he's bitching
2
about it.
fucking ports, go fuck yourself.
On today's episode, we're going to discuss weddings, bridal shows, wedding videographers, wedding bands. We're going to talk about porn. Your favorite topic, Noah, porn. We're going to talk about thrifting. We're going to talk about Android versus iPhone. And I'm sure there was other stuff that we missed.
And I mean, you could see that it got a little bit heated here.
I got a little upset. I'm all wet.
This was a really fun one. I had a great time. I think we got back to the roots of the podcast where it was really just complaining about everyday shit. I mean, I just got pitched like 16 timeshares today at a bridal show. And we go into Joe talking about his side job of wedding videographer. And has anybody heard of a first touch? We get into first touch today.
I also get upset there. Why do I get upset?
It'll be my first touch, Noah. Calm down.
We used the button a lot.
Man.
We also realized that Noah can't slam the button. That was fucking perfectly timed, Noah. All right.
I think you guys are going to really enjoy this episode. Let's get to it.
Hey guys, how's it going? Episode something other, I don't know, like
What are we
20
on?
something.
26?
26, but we said we were going to stop numbering them at the beginning in case we changed the order, but the only one paying attention is Doug anyways.
I don't know. Doug hasn't commented in the last couple of videos.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
wondering if
getting
Doug's still
worried.
alive.
I know.
Doug, are you alive? Are you
Doug?
I think he gave up on us.
Doug, you still there?
I think
Hey!
Doug!
6 cars ahead of us, Jimmy. What the fuck is it? Allstate?
The oldest commercial in the world? So we're going to try and go back to our roots on this episode here. We are going to try and go back to being the department. We have a list of complaints we are going to go over that have been bugging us this week or over our entire lives. We're 30-something or old. I don't know how old he is. He's a youngin'.
23.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I was-
I didn't know
Joe,
that.
that's horrible, man.
That's
because,
37 over here.
I was-
And Kenny was born the same exact day, except I was born first.
No, you were born second.
Oh, you guys were born on the same day?
Yeah.
I was 7:55.
I was born at 4:30 in the morning.
So I'm better because I'm newer.
I'm older.
So
I was born
Old
post
fuck.
9/11.
Oh my God, get out!
Yeah.
I changed
I
my
was not
mind.
lying.
It's
Yeah.
down to 2 on the
Joe,
podcast.
I was in 9th grade. You were in 8th grade when they hit the towers. He was still sperming his daddy's fucking
No, I was
nuts.
in the womb.
Oh, okay. So you
Because
was
I was born in March of 02.
He was sperm
Oh,
that swiveled
okay.
into the egg.
So you just felt a little shudder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, my parents
okay.
lived on Long Island too, so they were very close to it, within like 15 miles of it. So
Right.
yeah.
So I wanted to go over. I've been shooting weddings, and I see this. I don't think it's a new trend, but I think you are getting married. So I'm gonna give some advice here.
And I'm an old guy
for
and
anybody
already
who
got
may
married,
be
so.
getting married. I know I'm a little old for it, but I've been doing weddings for like 12 years. So
Definitely look him up. He definitely wants to do your wedding.
nope.
No, he doesn't.
Nope.
He wants to do this.
We're gonna try and do this. I feel like I'm very good at weddings, and I do enjoy it, but I'd like to move on to something else.
Yeah,
in my
Doug,
life.
we need more fake
try-
Google accounts.
Try.
Got to make it worth it.
Yeah, try doing this. But it seems like a new thing. I've only done 2 of these now. So there's 2 things. Before you see each other is called a first look, right?
I've
the couple will see each other.
Experience that.
Yes, and that is great. There's no. The downside of it is obviously if your religion prevents that,
Sure.
right? And I would say that better be the only reason that you're not doing that,
Right.
Because that's the only reason. Because if you don't, you're going to lose your cocktail hour, and you're not going to get as many photos. You're spending a lot of money for your video and photographer to be there, and it gives them ample amount of time. Usually, it gives us about 2 to 3 hours then to take care of your photos. When after your ceremony, your cocktail hour starts almost instantly within 10 minutes of that, usually, and then your cocktail hour is an hour.
And that's what we want to do.
And then at
we
the
want to
end
do
of
that
that-
first look.
So, you know-
so you don't have to waste the time.
I'm a little disappointed because as a groomsman in my wedding, you didn't even tell us the first look was an option. dickhead.
When did you get married, though? Was he already doing the wedding?
Oh yeah, I was
Yeah.
doing it, but I didn't know my friends wanted my input. Like, if you want my input, I do this a
Joe's
lot. I
like-
see the things that work.
Joe is in my wedding. He has to have these photos taken, and he's like, I don't want to be at cocktail hour. We can miss the cocktail hour. I'm not even going to tell Kenny about it. We're just going to sit here and, hump
I
the
want
fucking
all
holy
my
water in the
groomsmen,
church.
and I want all my family to enjoy cocktail hour. We're spending the money on it. We're spending the money on the photographer. We want to enjoy as much as possible. So I
Yes.
feel like with the first look, and we get that emotional connection right there with just the close family.
Exactly.
So I feel like that's cool. And then we're going to do first looks with like my mom with me, Carol with Gabby. Or not Carol with Gabby, because she'll be getting ready with her.
Gabby and her dad.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
First look with the dad. Yep.
Well, if you
So
get the
my-
first look and you change your mind, you
Right.
haven't actually committed to the paperwork yet, so you can just take off.
I've been doing it a long time.
all the
I
money,
haven't.
though.
I haven't
I'm
seen
curious
that.
if that. I'm just.
I haven't
Look,
seen that yet.
Somebody out there has had it
Somebody's-
happen.
Yeah.
They're like, they showed a first look. I bet you Rick was like, one of Rick's wives showed up a first look and was like, whew. When the lights are on.
How many?
Rick,
How many?
Lindsay is Rick's fourth wife.
Not
Third-
counting the one that ran
third,
away when she
fourth.
saw him at the
I-
first
Oh,
look.
the first one that we'll have to have Rick back on. His first marriage, he was drunk when he married her, and by the time he sobered up and saw what she looked like, that's when the divorce was. In
Was it even a
progress.
divorce or was it an annulment?
I think it was probably annulment. It's
That's
Rick.
crazy. Las Vegas type of wedding? I didn't even
No, I
realize
think
you
it
had
was
that
like
on until just now.
I think it was like a Lake Erie shotgun wedding. I don't know.
Marry
So
my
my-
daughter, you motherfucker.
My
Sorry.
is this new trend, or maybe it's not new, but it's new to me. Is a first touch.
Okay, maybe
Where-
is that what? Maybe that's what Jim did at his wedding, where they kind of like stand on the opposite sides of a door and just like touch hands.
Fondle a little bit.
But
Uh-huh.
only the camera gets to see both of them.
Uh-huh.
They don't see each other.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I thought that was a first look too. Like I guess.
Do not do a first touch at your wedding. Don't do it. Worst decision ever.
I've seen enough of
Ever.
them on TikTok to know I don't want to do that.
Logistically, it will ruin your day. Okay? Because all it does is take that giant portion of the day, and it comes from the first look, maybe. Where, okay, but now that once you've seen each other,
You
we can
take
get all your
pictures.
pictures out of the way.
So you're not
But-
getting the benefit of that because you're not seeing each other. So you still have to do the ceremony where you haven't actually seen them.
And we added another thing to the day.
Yeah.
Like when you go to buy a package from someone, they're going to give you an 8-hour package, a 10-hour, 12-hour,
Sure.
whatever it is. Now you just added this event that doesn't give you any benefit. Before, you got ready, she got ready, we go to the ceremony, ready to go.
Yeah.
No, now we have to logistically somehow get you from where you are,
Right.
with her from where we are, get you to where you are without seeing each other.
In a
So, like,
photogenic area.
in a photogenic area, right? And you're like, oh yeah, and you're like, oh, but do you know how much blindfolding, closing your eyes, walking backwards, tripping over shit that we have to fucking do to get you into that fucking spot? And wait, time out. I already had to do that for the first look. Not a problem. Return. It's the most magical shit. I love that shit.
I was gonna say, up until that point though, the first look and the first touch are exactly the same because they still haven't seen each other.
So
you
you're
still have
telling
to
me-
sneak them there.
But you're telling me you do the first touch and then you walk the fuck away and still have the ceremony. That's
Time
it.
out. No, with the first look, most of the time it doesn't matter if the bride sees the groom's back. She doesn't want to see him at all.
Oh,
With
because
the
they just
first
wanted to
look,
touch.
I have the bride walking up. I get a beautiful shot of the bride walking up, seeing his back. He turns, then sees the front of her. She doesn't want to see him at all. Do you know how logistically fucking hard that is?
And you can't just like have her come up to where the groom is getting ready because that's not usually a photogenic area.
Boom!
So you don't want to take a
And you
picture
didn't
of,
do
like, a
fucking
hallway.
weddings.
Dude, I can
Well, that
imagine.
makes sense though.
And now we're all done. I gotta do the same Secret Service horse shit to get you back to your fucking room.
Well, no, here's the best part. Joe shows up to the wedding, and the husband's like 7 foot tall, and the wife's like 5'4", and he's trying to logistically like hide this fucking husband behind a tree. It's like this fucking thin.
Yeah. Dude, it is awful.
how many of those
So the
have you
past
done?
weddings I've done,
Yeah.
that first touch has thrown everything over an hour off schedule because they don't understand. Because, oh, well, then when you do the first look, we get your photos out of the way. No, all you did was add this chunk of a very difficult thing to do for what? one cute picture that
I'm
compared to a first look, now that I've done
You could have just done that one cute picture during the rest of them.
are a joke. They're a joke.
Just put our
When
hands on
you
top of each
see
other
that,
afterwards,
like I've been doing weddings for a while, and like I'm not made of stone, man. Like still, like even a nurse probably every once in a while, you come in missing both arms. She's like, damn, I've only ever seen you missing one arm. They get you, right? And like when people turn around, they see each other, and they have that magical moment. Like you're like, wow, you're not made of stone, man. Like, come on. That's what we're all looking for. Like, everybody's looking for that other person in life that completes them. And when they see each other and they have their private moment, in my opinion, is way better than seeing each other down the aisle when
I'm still
you got
gonna
your
get
whole
emotional.
family staring at each other. What do you want to do? The first thing you want to do is when you see each other, you want to talk. You want to. She wants to tell you about, oh my God, this dress, it was tough. Oh, my hair, she wants to talk. But now you get to see each other. You get together. The priest goes, shut the fuck up. We're going up here.
You're getting married.
Right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Joe's filming everything. It's all recording audio live at that point. So the only time you're going to get to talk is when you get to the reception later or during your photos.
Well, and the one thing we're doing too, not to go off topic, but we're doing a private first drink as well. So after the ceremony, we'll go down to like whatever private quarter she has or whatever, and then we'll have a drink together so we can talk a little bit. But if we do the first look and we enjoy the first look and we get to talk then, maybe we can skip that. But with the first touch, I don't understand why you don't want to see each other. Like, oh my God, I just want to touch your hand. Like, I don't want to see. In 30 minutes, you're about to get fucking married.
Joe,
you're about to get married. You're about to see each other. Why does this matter right here, right now?
Next time the first touch comes up, just get the bride's mom to stand on the other side of the fucking door and just be like, just stand here. We'll tell him it's her. He won't know. He's not going to fucking know the difference.
That's a prank that goes around on TikTok.
And then he saved
we're
the
kind of doing the
Secret
first
Service
touch
maneuver.
in like a hybrid sense to where she's going to touch my shoulder. Like that's part of the first look, right? She's going to touch my shoulder. We're going to turn around. But there's a trend on TikTok where like one of the groomsmen dresses up as the bride and then touches the shoulder and then turns around. Have you done any of those yet?
In my whole career, I've done one.
I haven't
That's
seen
fantastic.
that, but I have seen where they blindfold the groom and then have one of the groomsmen come up with the garter on his leg
Oh God!
because they're just not paying attention because you're blindfolded at that point. You can't see shit.
Yeah, we're not doing the garter thing.
Joe had to put the garter on
explodes.
my grandma. He caught the garter at my wedding and he had to put it on my grandmother.
I think
Do what you got to do, man. I've seen a lot of garter toss. I knew what I was in for.
We're gonna skip
didn't care.
We're gonna skip the garter toss. at our
Like, spread
wedding.
them legs, blow the dust off. Let's go.
Oh, the garter toss at my wedding was more of a sacrifice.
You ever gone
Joe.
into a real old attic, and you get the spider webs and shit?
No, but Mike
That's all right.
Mike Bear has.
Oh.
Yeah, he found 72 snakes in there. They just never left.
I just love the one girl that picked up her shirt. I love that clip. I watch that TikTok once a week.
Oh, my God.
Picks up her shirt, titties hanging out. Mike, we're gonna have to have you back soon, sooner rather than later.
Yes, we have to have Mike back.
Yeah, so first looks, perfect. Everyone should do
I
them.
don't understand the
First
it doesn't
touch,
make
nobody
sense,
do
though.
it.
What's the point of it? Like, does anybody give you like a cultural significance or like a
Girls, like,
what's the
I'm
significance?
sure.
Oh my God, we get to
not
touch hairs.
They see it,
Ooh.
oh my God, that is so cute of a picture. But then it is your vendor's job to explain to you how logistically or not legit. What we do as a vendor is we try and get to you and we're like, listen, you want to do all these things. But it's like, well, we've done it before. Most of the time, it's your first time doing this, and it's our job to tell you,
Unless your name
if
is
you
Rick.
want that, put it on your scale of importance of like, that is a definite, and it'd be like, that's fine, but you need an hour of your day then for this event. We can do it, but you're going to lose this to get this one thing, right? So it's the vendor's job to kind of work with them to tell them, and that's what I'm trying to do, like trying to tell people of like, it's a logistical nightmare unless you set up the time to do it.
Whenever Gabby and I talk about the wedding, and which is a lot these days because next week marks a year till our wedding, we talk about everything that's in our priorities, like you just said, and enjoying the things that we spent money on is by far number one.
Yeah.
Because if we bought the venue, we're having everybody there, we want to enjoy it, and everybody I hear that doesn't do a first look spends an hour and a half doing pictures while everybody else gets to enjoy the charcuterie, enjoy the free bar and everything. It's like, no, I want to be there with everybody and socialize.
Right? I go in there and I'm shooting and it's like there's crab legs and like shrimp and like
everybody's
all this-
already almost done with their dinner and I haven't even finished up my pictures.
Yeah,
It's-
exactly.
and then you
Like,
get to dismiss one by one. You dismiss like the mom and the dad when they're done with the pictures. They get to enjoy everything, and then the bride and groom are the last ones there. I'm assuming every time. So I feel like first look just makes sense logistically, and we get the emotional thing too. We get that minute to really just.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait to see her. It's a year from now, and I'm counting the minutes because it's like
I would have enjoyed it had somebody told me it was an option who was a vendor.
Your other vendor should have told you. I wasn't a vendor.
How long you guys been married? You're a 10?
2014 we got married, so 11 years
So you passed 10? 15 years, Jen. You're going to have to redo it. Do a first look. So Kenny can be happy.
I'll help with the first look then, Jen.
The camera's going to be full-time podcast at
we
that point.
planned everything, and we had to redo it last minute because the church that we wanted to do, like, basically just backed out last minute. They were like, no, we ain't got that day anymore. And we're like, oh, shit.
We don't want you in our religion.
So we had to find another church and another person real quick.
I've heard that. I mean, people have come to that for the companies that I work for like last minute, and it's like, oof. I mean, if you're last minute in February, not a problem, right? Last minute end of September, beginning of October.
Yeah. Last minute October.
You're getting married in Jen's basement.
Yeah, like you got a problem.
And the podcast is going that day, so sorry.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry, the camera's already working today. Like,
yeah, we're gonna film it right here. We got the door.
We can change that to say whatever the fuck you want.
We're gonna make this the altar back here. We got the almighty Doug who's gonna bless your wedding.
He blessed my wedding. He was the one who mixed the drink we had, whatever that was.
Have you?
Thanks, Doug.
Well, this is just a question now. Have you ever done Jewish weddings?
I've done a few. Not a lot, but a few.
You do this,
like maybe 5.
Have you seen the Smashing Glass thing?
Yes.
That's something. We're not doing a religious wedding at all, but I still want that piece in it. Do you think that's a problem if we're not doing it religious? Like, is that after the ceremony? Is that when they do it normally? Mm-hmm. Like right after you say "I do" and all that and kiss.
Correct. Okay. Right. And then I'm not Jewish, but then I think a Mazel Tov, right? Is that what they say?
Mazel Tov,
they stomp it, Mazel Tov, and then do they kiss then and then they walk? It's like at the end though.
I'll have to do some research on that, but I like the meaning behind the glass smashing. That's why I want to keep that, but we don't also want to keep it religious at all. So I don't know.
It's your ceremony. You do whatever you want. Like ours, we did like. Fuzz, he tried to help out and like look up because we were in White Sands, New Mexico when we did ours. So he looked up the history of like the way people in like I think the Native American tribes would get married there. So then he incorporated some of that into it. And
that's really cool.
I mean, we're still married, so it's honestly
it worked.
It should be
it's like however you want to do it. Yeah.
The thing that it is it's all of your friends and family getting together for a huge event. That's amazing. But tomorrow you're gonna wake up with just her. Right. So you better.
Well, and
that better be the decision.
That's one of the conversations we have too. It's like, yeah, it's a day where we're all getting together, but we're still gonna be together forever at that point. That's the ideal thing that's gonna happen. Yeah. So we might as well enjoy it the way we want to enjoy it. Yeah. So that's how we.
And like I would say, would be people think that marriage is going to change the relationship. No, I don't think it should change it.
We've been together 5.5 years.
It's not a fucking tumbler. It doesn't make it better.
It doesn't fix anything. Yeah. Well, and maybe it fixes like a little bit of your tax paperwork. I think that's about now that you can check.
You know what? I will say,
married.
Here's what it fixed for me and Jen. It fixed our health insurance situation.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that it like.
See, it's going to break our health insurance situation. Because my health insurance sucks, and she's. Yeah. Fuck United States healthcare.
Yeah.
I mean, Joe and I can both agree with that.
That buzzer works just as good as fucking United States healthcare.
Are you limp-wristed or what?
Right.
Joe can't get a breath.
Oh my god! Right?
God. You know, this buzzer doesn't actually do anything.
Sounds like Joe. Sounds like me in prison.
Because I dropped the soap.
Oh my goodness.
Healthcare is awful. I mean,
yeah, dude, that's going to be a huge issue.
Well, I told you about my situation with healthcare. I had to threaten my I had to threaten my nurse practitioner to go to a real doctor in order to get them to prescribe the medication that my insurance said they would cover.
Jesus Christ.
And the only thing is, they were like, "Oh, we want to prescribe this one," and I go, "Okay." They're the same thing, made by the same
active ingredient
company. Why are you making me jump through hoops to get healthcare?
The only thing I think that's going to be our saving grace is that Gabby's type 1 diabetic with a pre-existing condition before we get married, so I think she will have special exemptions, be able to keep her current health insurance, not have to worry about my employer-sponsored healthcare. And if not, we'll go through what is it, Penny or whatever the fuck Pennsylvania calls it. But that's my... with United States healthcare. I'm scared that when we get married and we start doing our taxes together and they see we're all together and, oh, why don't we use your healthcare? Well, my fucking contracting company's healthcare is, with me and her, it would be $750 a pay period.
Wow.
I will
for the
say,
basic healthcare.
Wow.
Jen and I did the state healthcare through. It wasn't Penny
Penny
at the time. It was whatever before that.
Yeah.
But we did that when I left my job before I started this one, and that actually was better insurance than
That's
when
what I've
I
been
worked
told.
at the medical company
Oh,
prior.
wow.
I've been
really?
told that they actually
And
offer
I
a pretty
didn't
good
pay a lot
suite.
either. It was only I was paying because you get they give you different rebates based on what your income is, and I think we were only paying like $300 to $400
A month?
a month. Yeah.
Gabby doesn't pay anything right now, though. $0.
Well, that's going to change, unfortunately. I mean,
Well,
that's.
That's just the nature of it, and we'll just have to be prepared for it. But I just hate that because we're married, all of a sudden, like we've been living together for 2 years, we split everything. You know, we have our whole financial situation settled already. So now that we get married, all of a sudden, everything else changes.
How old's Gabby?
24.
Oh yeah, because she's off her parents as soon as she hits 24.
She actually was off at 18 because it made more sense for her
Yeah.
to get free health insurance from Pennsylvania, but. Yeah, it's just frustrating going through all those logistical things.
Because I was going to say, at 24, you can still be a dependent on your parents' insurance, so you don't have to have your own if you don't want to.
Yeah, I was on my mom's until I was 21, and then they saw how much money I was making, and then I wasn't living with her anymore, and they kicked me off real quick. They kicked me off real quick. They're like, "Hey, you and your mom,
money, it's all bad for you.
you and your mom combined make way too much money for this."
Yeah, I wasn't prepared to complain about the American healthcare system, but
Well, I mean, that's
think-
the thing. Like, it's.
Complaint.
yeah,
I'm curious. Are you okay over there? Do you need a wrist guard or something?
I'm going to the gym tomorrow, so I might just have to pump a little.
do they have
bit.
buttons at
You're
the
gonna
gym that
have
you can
to,
work
like-
out with?
You ever seen the ones at Dave & Buster's? They have the game where it's a bunch of these and they light up.
Yeah.
And you have to hit them really hard.
No,
but
I was never good at that game.
No,
I smacked the shit out of that thing. Fuck. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Abby, does he ever hit your button that way?
it's amazing you're getting married.
She
You can't hit the button, brother. You're gonna have some trouble.
She didn't have much to choose from. I swiped right on her on Tinder. She swiped right on me.
That's all it takes.
Oh, man.
So
maybe,
you
maybe
were
try
at
with your left hand next time.
I'm smacking the shit out of this thing.
Well, I guess Gabby will be all right if you ever decide to go into domestic violence.
got it.
Yeah, she won't have to worry about that.
Gabby, you'll be safe if he ever decides to slap you around. The button can't even feel it. We do not advocate domestic violence.
That'll be on the end of the short.
This
Yeah,
advertisement has been sponsored by Planet Fitness. Get your shit together.
He picks things up and puts them down.
Am I just lifting my hand too early?
I don't know.
Why are
You didn't even
lifting-
hit it.
I know. Are you going around it?
Why?
You have any paper towels?
No.
Why would you?
What is this? A supermarket?
We didn't realize you were going to have to beat the button.
You gotta lick it up.
Look at this fucking table.
After you hit the button, you gotta lick it. That's marriage advice.
We're just gonna leave that there for the rest of the podcast.
This one's not going to be good for him. It's not going to work out.
Yeah. How many people at your work watch this?
Hey, Rob. I would just like to formally apologize for this podcast, and please don't show this to John.
I'm gonna get his email address.
He can't hit the button. Don't worry.
Yeah. So speaking of having trouble hitting the button, you're getting married soon. I don't know if that was the time to hit it. I said you're getting married, you smacked it. But
I heard you say hitting the button. So.
you were drugged to a bridal show today, huh?
I wouldn't say drug, but yeah.
I never had to
So
go
you
to
had
one,
a
so tell me about the experience.
Yeah, I've only ever been to one, and it was a very long time ago.
If you've been to any, actually, have
Do
you
you
both
have
watched?
a complaint?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Have you both watched The Office?
Yes.
Have you seen the episode where they go to the paper conference or the whatever conference
Yeah,
thing?
the trade conference.
Yeah, and they go and they.
I mean, I've been to a conference before.
It's like any conference, any work conference
okay.
you've ever been
Yeah,
to.
I
You
figured.
walk in and it's just sales pitch after
Yeah.
sales pitch coming at you. Yeah, it's a timeshare here. It's a fucking Royal Caribbean $250 gift card for an hour meeting.
Okay,
You know,
so
you have to sit it through an hour meeting. What?
Really?
Yeah, just to fucking.
Maybe I should just. Me and Maddie should go and pretend like we're getting married and get all this free shit. Can we do that?
No, you don't get any of the free shit. That's the complaint.
yeah, you don't get anything. You just get like a sticker.
Good boy.
We're
training it, Gabby.
They have all these fucking things. They're like, oh, if you just sit through this 30-minute meeting on a Tuesday afternoon, we will give you this 50% off our highest package. But then you join and it's a fucking timeshare. It's a fucking meeting to talk about this product that you didn't even know was part of their business.
All right,
Really?
so here's the
Yeah,
question.
it's fucking ridiculous.
You went to the bridal show, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What is the weirdest thing you saw at the bridal show that they were trying to sell people?
We walk in. Can I get some of that, please?
Yeah.
I shit you not. You walk in and you get the welcome goodie bag. You get like hand sanitizer. You get fucking like a bunch of things that would be good for your wedding day. Spray deodorant, spray shampoo. You look 90 degrees to your right and you see the biggest fucking booth I've ever seen for Renewal by Anderson. Which, if you're not familiar, is a window replacement company.
Well, yeah, you're about to be till death do you part, so you might as well get some new windows for the house that you're going to die in.
They had home makeover. They had renewal by. They had all sorts of shit that had nothing to. This is called a bridal show.
It
It
is,
is supposed
'cause
to
you're
be for
supposed to you're supposed to
DJ,
have a
for
house.
food, for photographer, for anything you need at the venues.
Well, you need a house because you can't live at Mike's.
So you go to a bridal. So you go to a bridal show. And
We live alone.
You go to a bridal show, and the biggest booth there was a window replacement company.
Yeah.
Do you
They
think
were the
they're
closest one to the door, like the biggest one that you would see when you first walk in.
So you think they're thinking about, the night after, like the neighbors maybe want to see that fine ass movie.
I should have looked at the brochure. Should
Don't-
have seen. We have sound isolating windows for newlywed couples.
Listen, you do this for your neighbors after you get married because she's a screamer.
All right, for you and for your neighbor.
Or it's like you got a small bedroom and they keep fogging up. You need to open the window a little bit. They
Right?
stick because they're old and painted 20 years ago.
So my biggest complaint is definitely that there are sales pitches there that have nothing to do with the product that you actually need for the wedding.
So not even the fact that there's not products there, but just the sales pitch has nothing to
The
do
sales
with it.
pitch has, and I just went to a tech conference a couple months ago where the sales pitches actually made sense. You go and you're actually talking about sales pitches that could actually benefit your company. They're for good. They're for good business practices or whatever. I'm talking about one that you walk up to and it's a venue. And then, or no, it's a fucking vacation. What do you call them? Fucking TripAdvisor. It's a TripAdvisor, and then you go and you
It's a
spin their
travel agent.
wheel.
Travel agent.
Travel
Yeah,
agent.
travel
Yeah,
agent.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You go and spin their wheel. It's like a fucking Price is Right wheel. And there's all sorts of prizes: $500 Royal Caribbean gift card, all that. And then it always fucking gets to the free vacation, free 7-night vacation. And I knew it always got to that because I watched 5 people in front of me get the same exact prize. So you get to the free vacation and you're trying to get one of the other ones, $500 gift card or whatever. And they're like, yeah, we just need to set up this fucking 30-minute call with you. We're going to talk about this timeshare. I mean, vacation and all that. And they're like, we need $30 from you right now just to secure your spot. And I'm like, all right, well.
Did the wheel like click, 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 click?
It fucking went backwards!
Click, 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 click.
It
Like
went
backwards?
backwards! Oh my god, it landed on the $250 fucking, I don't know, Royal Caribbean gift card or whatever. And then it fucking. I'm like, fuck! I saw it right
Look
away.
at
I'm
the
like,
back of it. There's like a giant weight.
It's a magnet. It's a magnet. It's like
it's nowhere close to it.
And click. Like, there you go. It's a scam. It's a scam leading to another scam.
And it's not all scams, right? Like, we definitely met some great people today, but we have most of our vendors already. We have our photographer, DJ.
Yeah.
The most that we need right now is food. And we actually ate some pretty good food, but I think the biggest issue is just the sales pitches. Like, if you're going to come to this fucking wedding show or the bridal show, at least show up and be happy to be there. I fucking get to this... I get to this guy that's renting suits and tuxes, and that's one of the things I still need. I need my tux. And he has all these swatches and everything, all these different colors. The guy must have been the most uninterested person I've ever met. He had fucking AirPod in.
well, that's
fucking
why he works
tennis.
renting suits.
He had tennis on his mobile device. His
He's
fucking
renting suits.
12-year-old iPhone fucking had tennis up, and he was watching that. wouldn't say more than 3 words to me. I was
Oh,
like, hey, you know,
man.
I'm looking to rent a suit, and I'm looking to rent all my groomsmen suits. Let's talk about a deal. The guy just looks at me and goes, oh, you're groom? Oh, okay. And just hands me a form. He says, here's all my pricing and stuff. And I went, oh, we're not going to talk about this. You're not going to talk about how you're the best
my
suit
God.
company. You're not.
Yeah.
They were holding up the line. He had 4 other people behind
Not
him.
a single other person around.
They were just looking at him.
Not a single fucking person.
He makes $7.25 an hour, and there was somebody just staring him down behind you.
He's wearing this nice suit. It's an older gentleman. I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to have a really good conversation. Because normally those older guys, they want to talk. That's all they want to do is talk. I get there, and the motherfucker's just like, yeah, here's the form. Here's a free gift card. And then at the bottom it says, prices expire June 1st, 2025. I'm like, motherfucker, it's July. You're so uninterested that you just gave me an old form from over a month ago.
And he's like, hold on, let me get a pen. January 2026.
You try and bring it in, you'd be like, somebody scratch that out. I'm not taking it.
oh, that guy hasn't worked for us in 6 months.
Who you? Jeff. He doesn't even work here. Like,
That guy just goes there for the free box of Panera I give him.
They're like, we fired him in May. He's still carrying around those box of postcards to the bridal shows.
He got the free swatches. It's like Cutco. Motherfucker's like Cutco. He bought the book of swatches. So he's just been trying to sell the swatches.
Well, no, he probably was their bridal show person, and they fired him, and he's like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm not bringing this shit back. I'm going to go to the next one myself.
I already paid for all these bridal shows. I'm going.
Yeah, oh shit, the big tennis match is on tonight. I gotta watch that.
He's walking around getting all the gift cards.
We did meet some really nice people there, and this isn't a complaint. I really think that some of them are really well done. There's small businesses that want to get their foot off the ground, so I felt like we met people that if we didn't already have those vendors, we would most likely want to talk to them more. But
it's tough for them. I mean, they're obviously making a financial investment to be there and everything, but
we did meet
it's got to be really hard. Like I know,
imagine how
for
much
mine,
it is to rent a spot for one of those too.
I don't know.
I'd imagine like $100 to $500.
Yeah, they're in that ballpark. Like
depending on how
$500
big your table is or whatever.
It depends on how big the. It depends on their how many guests they anticipate on being there.
Ours was pretty small.
But then they also try and limit the amount of people sometimes. Vendors. Like if there's already 3 photographers booked,
right?
Because you don't want like 50 photographers and 1 DJ.
That was the problem. We felt like it was oversaturated with photographers today because we just go photographer. DJ, photographer. I'm like, motherfucker. I just talked to the same guy that did all these the same venues you've done and all that. Like,
yeah.
Well, that's one thing that I thought was really funny too, because we play dumb. We say that we haven't got any of our vendors yet to see if anybody will offer us something. So we walk up to this first photographer, and Gabby's like, no, we haven't got our photographer yet or anything. And then he's asking where we got married, or we're getting married and everything. I'm like, yeah, we're getting married at Lomont and everything. And he's like, oh, I know the photographer there, Katie. And we already booked with Katie like months ago. He's like, I'm her second shooter for most of our weddings. And I went, oh, fuck. Now this guy's going to show up at our wedding and be like, why do you keep looking at my mic? Is there something wrong with my mic?
No.
Oh, no. Okay.
Hey, but I can tell you,
he's not going to remember me.
He's not going to. No offense, but if he's second shooting, it's not his wedding, so he's definitely not going to remember.
He's just showing up for the money.
And he saw like 500 people today.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's like we're going to debate.
Small one. I've been to 2 bridal shows. I went to one in Lancaster. I went to this one. This one was in West York at the Wyndham Hotel. Wyndham Hotel.
Yeah. Oh, the one in Lancaster?
No, the one in West York.
West York. Sorry.
Yeah, the one in Lancaster was at like the Arts and Crafts. It was a huge fucking building. I don't know.
Okay. But I went to one before, but it was really, really small.
Yeah, this one was pretty small.
And I just went to see it. I didn't have a booth or anything. I was just like, hey, I'm checking this out, see if I want to do it. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that.
I did want to bring up something for you, Joe, since we were on the topic of videographers for weddings, too. I met one, and they were complaining about... Yes, they were...
We're going to have to kick you off the show if you can't hit the button.
They were complaining about videographers that show up to a wedding with SLRs. Do you use just SLRs, or do you have a camcorder?
DSLRs. So SLRs are digital, SLRs.
Yeah.
What does he use? Does he
use like a whole camcorder system? It's probably about. It looked like he showed me one of them. He said he has 5 of them. They're about like this big. Sony HD camcorder.
I mean, everybody's like.
He was saying that like. It's like will show up with a small lens and have to be within 5 feet of. He was saying that there was one that he witnessed that they literally had to get up on the altar next to the priest to like video, and then the priest had to stop the ceremony and be like, get the fuck off the altar.
That's
And it's like I'm assuming your job as a videographer is to be not seen and not heard. You are in the back. You are trying to zoom in as much as possible, right?
I mean, during like things like the ceremony, yes. Like your photo session, you're gonna hear me because I'm be like, if you look fucking stupid, I'm gonna be like, move over that way.
Sure,
you know,
sure.
it's like,
but like at the
you
ceremony, you want to make sure you're videoing that as it's happening.
Correct, but I mean, like, it's like making a cake. Everybody can make a cake a different way. So that guy probably makes a cake different than I make a cake.
He harped on being a family company about how they video everything and they don't do super cuts or anything. They just video everything.
I mean, everybody's got their sales pitch, so they're going to try and make it sound better. But what you're not going to get with those, what I would call like an ENG style, like a camera, compared to what we have here, is like, see how the people could probably see how that's already blurry instantly right after you.
Right.
If that was one of his style cameras, it would not be.
Right, because that's made for video. This is made for foreground and background.
Exactly.
Type of shots.
So the lenses that we can put on there, it's going to give us that smaller depth of field that we can get there that you don't get with those type of cameras, which is great for when you're filming things like sports where you want to zoom really far and you want like most of that crap in focus so you don't have to hit it like dead on. But like a wedding is more like, in my opinion, like an artistic thing.
Yeah,
so
you
then
want
an
beauty
artistic,
shots.
exactly. Yeah. Like, so that's why the industry shied away from those. Everybody had those style cameras in the back in the day because that's what they could do. And style cameras like that, they did little clips. Like those cameras there, they used to only record up to 30 minutes.
Right, I remember YouTubers, they used to have handheld camcorders, and they went to those, and you always see them, and they have like the Rode video or Rode mics on them and everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I think that also the issue was what he was saying is they'll show up with a very small lens.
Right. Well, that's just a bad videographer.
That's just somebody starting out that ain't got money.
Right. Wrong. Exactly. Well, you pay $200 for your videographer, and you're like, well, he ain't got no money, so
I don't know if we can get into pricing too. Like, you don't have to tell me your pricing or anything like on the podcast, but his was like, I thought it was pretty reasonable. It was 4 hours, was $1,800 for 2 shooters.
4 hours? What the hell are you capturing in 4 hours?
I don't know.
I've never seen a
just the reception.
Company, I'm like, that's
again.
very,
I'm new to this. I've never had a wedding.
The smallest package to cover the entire
maybe
day.
It was 6 hours. It might have been 6. I don't know.
I was gonna say 4. That's
I think 4 was his elopement
you might
package.
get it. Like you could do 6, right? If you just want ceremony and just into the reception. Depending on your schedule, you're doing a first look. You're not getting any of that with that package.
I'm thinking it was 6 hours. Now that I'm thinking about it. I think their elopement package was 4 hours.
Yeah, so most of the time it's going to be an 8 to 10 to cover it. If it's a long day, you'll extend it to a 12. 4 might just be like somebody who just wants their ceremony, which then it's like an hour before, and then if you have like Catholic ceremony or something like that, it's going to be an hour and a half.
I just went
at
to one
most,
of those,
right? So then you got an hour and a half plus an hour to set up your 2.5 hours, and then maybe they'll cover a little bit of your photo session after that. But they're not going into your entrances, your speeches, your first dance and stuff. There's no way. I mean, your reception alone is 4 hours. So you just get reception coverage then with 2 hours before that. If it's all in one location, you might be able to squeeze it all in. But
so you're more looking at 8 hours as like a normal package to get everything you would want in your wedding.
If your day is organized all in the same spot, you might be able to get an 8 hour and you could get it covered for sure.
Yeah.
But if you're doing like first look, multiple locations,
I think
sometimes you'll even struggle to fit it within the 10. Yeah.
But then that came
that's
with like...
going to be your ballpark, though. $4,000. You'll go a little below it, but a little bit higher.
That came with like a social media.
And like a little bit, I'm saying like $3,000 to $5,000, 6. I would... And then that depends on a lot of things, but...
His came with like
you're not gonna
a
be like
social media
$1,000,
cut, a 5-minute cut, a 10-minute cut, and then like a 90-minute long form.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's pretty standard.
Okay.
Yeah. Usually they give you a little teaser for like Instagram and stuff like that. Then they'll give you the highlight of the whole day, and then you give you the whole day.
I know it's one of your jobs, but I don't see it as like a need. Gabby and I don't see it as a need for the wedding to have the entire thing filmed. I feel like if you're there and you enjoyed it, you'll have the story to tell. We'll have the pictures to tell it with us. But.
I would say it's how much money you're spending on it, right? Because if you're spending that little bit and then you want a little bit extra, you're going to see the thing that you'll get. You're going to have the pictures of everybody, but you won't have the moving of them. Like, because... Well, some of the most important things we capture is like the elderly people that are there or like the kids.
Sure.
They're only going to look like that then. You'll still have the photos of them though. But you'll see grandma on a dance floor or whatever. And like, let's say like so when we really shine in video, let's say grandma's going to give a speech or like going to sing at your wedding, right? You're not going to get that in a photo, right? Or your speeches, your groomsman speeches.
And you're not going to get it with an iPhone video either.
Right. Well, you can. You just won't get it as high a quality, right?
Yeah.
Like,
and that's what you're paying for.
Oh, that guy. Oh, I forgot to push go. That's not going to happen,
yeah.
right? So you're guaranteed you're going to capture that. So that's our audience of people that are like, we set all this up. And that day will be a blur to you.
Right.
And then the video gives you a way of reliving the moment more than a photo.
I don't disagree with
So
that.
it's
I think the big issue I have is that really the cost, because I mean, $5,000, say it's 5 or 6, that's more than half of what we spend on our venue. So it's like,
Well, and then sometimes we're a gift. So they'll have a family member buy it for them.
That's generous. That's a generous gift.
The weddings the weddings I'm doing, I'm not, I'm over in Philly, right? So it's like,
you got rich families.
Yeah, there's a lot more people over there, so you got a lot more income, where it's important. And like, especially it sells really well. Like, we'll get in with a family and like, well, the youngest daughter got, or the oldest daughter got it, and then it goes down. Like, they saw the video, oh my God, I want that every single time.
They like that
and they
package,
I know I'm going to get good quality from you guys, and that's really where we do it.
So are you through a company? Are you like a contractor with a company, or are you just
I shoot for other companies.
Okay.
So I used to do my own, but it's a lot of editing work.
But they just call you with a job. You don't have to do the job hunting or all that.
Correct.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, which, I have enough experience that, usually when I get there, I can ebb and flow with it. And I've been doing it for like 12 years. So it's like, most of the time I can help. Like, I'm just a video guy, but I can be like, I can see a problem coming. And
and 12 years ago,
but like, I can go to the photographer and be like, yo, they're doing shit over there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to go shoot something and not bring the photographer with me. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Or like, we'll help each other out. Photographer be like, yo, video, let's go. And
12 years ago, I was in 7th grade. So.
Yeah, so...
We just discussed it 11 years ago, Jen and I got married. So I can tell you 12 years ago, it was,
11 years ago, I was in 8th grade. Sorry.
We've already established
we're throwing him off for multiple reasons. We're throwing him off this podcast.
All right. I think the next one goes into age-related stuff.
Yeah, sorry. That was a few minutes of no complaints. I just had questions about the wedding. Should have been off the podcast.
Right.
Questions, but I apologize.
Well, Noah... No, I won't.
Let's go fuck myself.
Did you want to go in?
We can talk about the wedding bands real quick. That does have to do with the bridal show.
All right. We'll finish up the weddings real quick with the wedding bands. Yeah. We already kind of did gripe about this.
So that's definitely a complaint. So we walk into this wedding show and we get the goodie bag or whatever. And in the pamphlet, it says, hey, scan this QR code and you can get free wedding bands. Free of charge. Just pay for shipping. So it's like, they said it's like $30 for shipping.
Well, they're probably stainless steel.
That's suspicious.
Tungsten and titanium are the two that I found.
Okay.
So I'm talking to people around the wedding show, getting a feel from the vendors. Like, hey, anybody heard of this? Is this like a real thing? Apparently it is. And there's people that have tested it and then tested the metals. And they are real wedding bands. But then I go to the jeweler and they are charging $400 for the same exact ring. And I'm testing. I'm like, this just feels I feel skeptical now ordering this. But then again, $30 for shipping. What can I do? Maybe I get the wrong thing. Maybe I get the wrong piece. I just feel like with these jewelers, they're charging way too much. There's these companies that are just giving away the rings, basically.
I've always questioned that.
I'm wondering if they're coming off like dead people.
They're falling off the same truck.
You look it up. It's a morgue you're ordering from.
They're hanging out in the morgue.
They have a Shopify account connected to their morgue.
There's two places you're getting them from: the lost and found at the airport and the morgue. They're both
but it was like
it's
a well set website, and there's 250 different styles, and you can buy multiple. So there's definitely they're not finding multiples on dead people.
I mean, maybe they are. Maybe they sold them to him before at $30 a piece, kept the registration, and went, let's go back to that nursing
But you can
home.
go. The thing that really not even concerns me, but I can go on that website without the coupon code they gave me, and I can buy the ring for full price for $275. So people are going on this website and actively buying the ring for $200, $300, $400, whatever the ring is. But then you can go to these real jewelers that set up at these bridal shows and buy the same exact ring for like I said, $400, $500. So I think my complaint
is that the ring you're getting for free?
It looks identical. It's not from the same company, but they look identical. So I think my complaint with all this is, why do we have to spend money on jewelry? I really just hate spending.
I'll say this.
I know you guys had this conversation on the podcast.
I don't have a rubber one. I have a metal. Well, this isn't even metal. This is.
But I work in a factory, and you don't.
Is that?
So
yeah, this is a 10. It's a
See,
carbide.
I'm like 12, so this would be even too small for me.
But I will say that's my
Yeah.
second ring.
I like
Because
this.
my first ring was metal and it had squared off edges and it was like cutting into my finger.
So that's pretty much exactly the one that I found on the website that I want to order.
Yeah. So these are.
But I am just going to get one of these. I'm never going to wear it.
I'm
That's
pretty
what
sure this is
Gabby.
tungsten
Like-
carbide because if I get it stuck, I can just hit it with a hammer and it should shatter into pieces.
When we used to
I like that idea because
Well,
I'm scared about that. That's what I'm
Yeah.
really scared about.
Yeah. When we used to dress up, then I used to put it on, and then I realized nobody's looking. So
Dude,
I hardly
from,
ever do
from
now.
here, I couldn't even if the
Yeah.
reflection wasn't there, I couldn't even tell.
Right.
But I'm
It's
gonna
like,
get one of
who's
those for
looking?
nice
Like-
for the
Take mine
wedding,
off,
and then
so-
get one of those on Amazon for like
Yeah.
$20.
I wear that like every day. Then when I used to when we dressed up, I'd wear my nice one.
Mm-hmm.
But I have like 5 because it took me a while. I'm picky.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like
I've
hitting
never
your other
worn
fingers and stuff. It's a pain in the butt.
other than an Apple Watch. I've never worn jewelry before, so I put one
Yeah.
on today, and it actually felt a little tight. And I was like, I'm scared.
You're gonna play with it for the first like year after you get it.
Yeah, and
You
your
start going
finger's
like
gonna
this.
deform too.
Yeah, and
so.
you get the
Oh shit!
you get the
You
mark.
have a divot.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And it's
That's
analyzed.
only when it's gonna
See,
start
he's
to
got more
feel
divot
good.
than I do because mine's
That's
squishy.
rubber. Yeah. Can I see that?
Got to worry about the divot.
But that's
a
when it's
10
going to
as well.
start to not bother you anymore. Once that
But
divot's
that can
there.
fit on because it's silicone.
Right,
That's
and you
nice.
don't have to have it as tight because it's grippy in its
I like
nature.
the inside has that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and when you go for the rubber ones, make sure they got good aeration on the inside because if you don't, that would be
It'll sweat.
if you don't get a rubber one with good ventilation, it'll literally your skin will like rot away. Ask me how I
Oh,
know.
jeez.
Yeah, after like 2 weeks, you're like, what the hell? And you don't look under it, right? And you look under, you're like, oh, my skin's missing. That's awesome. That wasn't on the
I
ad.
see the bone.
Right? You're like, oh, cool. And it's like, oh, no, it's like real marriage in a representation
I'll
of your
stick
finger.
with my real ring for the fact that it's not going to fucking deteriorate my finger.
But that is very similar to the one I found on that website. So the complaint for all of that, I find I'm skeptical. I thought it was going to be a timeshare, but then the more I talk about it, or with other people at the bridal show, it seemed like it is a real thing that people do. There's been people that have ordered on this website, have gotten their rings in 2-3 weeks, and just pay for shipping. So if I can save $400 on a ring I'm probably never going to wear, might as well do it.
I mean, you're not gonna get. I don't like. Come on, what am I like a black shirt right now? Like I don't even have a like. I don't give a rat's ass what I really look
I'd
like. So
rather-
you're not gonna get like spend a bunch of money on a shirt from me. You know, we get Fuzz on here. You know, he spent more on his shirt than I did on my house. So you know,
I'd rather just get a ring that will look nice when I want to wear it, and I don't need to spend a ton of money on it. And
Yeah.
Gabby will be the one that I want to get something with flair. You know, she's gonna want something that fits her engagement ring because, you know, of course, the engagement ring I bought has the exact like
Cut out.
yeah, it looks
fit the
so it fits
bands.
right
Yeah.
into the engagement ring right from case. So
yeah.
As a guy,
As guys, we don't
find
really care,
something
you know?
that's comfortable to wear because until you get the divot in your finger,
It's
you're
annoying,
going to
I bet.
notice it. And you're going to play with it because
Yeah.
it's a foreign object.
I feel scared that it's gonna get stuck. I've seen so many TikToks of people that have to get it cut.
I haven't had that problem, and I
That's
will say
not-
the tungsten carbide's nice because you can literally just go like this, hammer, and it breaks into pieces.
And break your finger in the process.
Nah, not really. No, you're only going to hit it with a hammer just to shatter. What do you... Jesus Christ, you
Well, have you seen me?
hammering it? Yeah, you'll be fine. Go ahead and get a hammer. I'll be all right.
Damn it. I'm slamming it wrong.
Well, I feel
Maybe you hit it too quick.
Yeah, I am.
Take your time when you're hitting it. That's another marriage.
what she
we're
said.
That's another marriage thing.
I'm
when you're
sticky
slamming
now.
it with
Oh,
Gabby
damn.
at night, take
This
your
is-
time.
This is the marriage complaint department. This is what this episode is. Sometimes we figure it out halfway through.
Techie Talk wedding.
Techie trio talking to wedding.
Good
can't.
luck getting the thumbnail for that one, Dustin.
Yeah, good luck, buddy.
All right, we can stop talking about weddings.
Well, if we're gonna keep it weddings the whole time, we're gonna keep it going.
Long story short, I'm getting a wedding band from a 2-bit company
can't-
that might have stolen it off of dead people.
Can't change the topic to porn. Like,
But we can.
So here's the thing with porn.
all the people that tuned into the marriage stuff, bam.
No, and then all the guys are still engaged. You're like, whoa, they're gonna talk about porn.
Yeah, they're back into honey, I wasn't listening to the first half. Yeah, that's most of our girl audience.
48 minutes in, and now all the women dropped off. You're gonna see the curve. You know, what did they call that thing? The inverted.
Yeah,
I forget what that's called.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I think
all of our
we've
13
got
viewers.
hopefully the guys that maybe will be interested in getting married from a guy's perspective, right? This is how we look at all this stuff. The first touch.
This is the first one that Linus clicked on,
Right,
and he's like,
yeah.
"What the fuck? What the fuck are they talking about?"
Well, it would be the guy's perspective of a wedding, because you're like, I don't understand the prices for all this stuff, and then you're not like, oh, I love the way that he put the sun in, with the, which would be what the girls would say, right? Well, what'd she say when she was walking up to all the vendors?
She was actually pretty much on the same page with me.
Oh, okay.
Because we already have our vendors, so we're already kind of done with it. We're just doing it for fun now. We're doing it to get out and do something on a Sunday, fuck around a little bit.
God, that does sound. Maybe me and Maddie will do it then.
It's pretty fun pretending to be like, no, I don't have a DJ. Tell me your pitch.
To take the rings off and walk in there. That sounds kind of. And that'd be well. I can do it around here because the vendors aren't going to know me. But I go South Jersey and they're gonna be like, that fuck. Like I know that fucker.
This guy's a secret shopper. This guy is secret shopping us. Yes, sir. I'll do the package for $300.
You ain't getting the gift card, you fat fuck. Like, shit.
You videoed 3 weddings last year for me, fucker.
Right.
You see your company that fucking contracts you out there.
Yeah.
Fuck you!
What the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing here? Get back here, work!
I don't know if any of those will swing into weddings, so to hell with it.
So porn.
Yeah. Fuck
No, I don't want to talk about porn. No. What do we got?
That was the next one. We said first touch, wedding bands, wedding videographers, porn.
Yeah.
That was all you. I think you wanted.
Then we were gonna do thrifting.
I'm trying to remember how we started with porn. I think it was the fact that he said he doesn't watch porn. That's what it was. We were saying something. He said he doesn't watch porn, and we both looked at him like he was fucking nuts.
Right? I'm watching. Okay, but who's watching porn for the lighting? Like, let's go. Come on, let's all judge it different.
No, I'm just kidding.
You fuck.
But here's the thing, like,
There you go.
porn was different. Like,
My balls
this
dropped.
is pre, World Trade Center here, so we actually had dial-up when we watched porn.
Don't you say you had to like print out one? Were you the one that had to print one
Yeah,
out?
you had to print them.
Yeah.
Or you had to download the video clips, and they were like this big, and you got really good at watching pixels move.
Yeah.
That's a nipple pixel right there. You know?
And then
Right. Some
as
porn
time goes
websites,
on-
they gave you one free video a day, and you were like, well, now you can get picky. Back in the day, you weren't picky.
Oh my
Not
god,
only
dude,
that-
it's like fucking like nah, wrong hair color.
Yeah.
No, that camera angle's wrong.
I don't like that lighting. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like that lighting.
No, the lighting's bad.
No, his skin tone's one shade too light.
They
No,
have I love the age verifications though, because I am not on board with the latest. I am not on board with the latest changes that they're trying to put in place, where you have to upload your driver's license to
I think
actually
that's
be able
bullshit.
to access porn sites. That is stupid. But the I am 18 button, we know we all clicked that before we were 18.
Come on. Right?
I was born in 1939 until I turned 18.
I was born in whatever year it was, and I needed to.
Oh, I gotta be born in 1970. Oh, okay, yep, there. Yep.
All right, so I don't have any kids. So what is
I just wanted to press the button. I'm sorry.
with the whole thing? What is the? All right, I don't know. Like,
I think
they're
it's
trying to get around it. That's what I'm saying.
If that's all that's going to stop your kid from watching porn, you're a horrible parent, because you let them do
You're not
securing
your internet at all.
You're not watching them. You're not paying attention to what they're doing.
At least put a whitelist on your Xfinity router, or blacklist on your
They're probably
Xfinity router to
downloading that
the main
anarchist cookbook and fucking making bombs out back, because you ain't paying attention to anything they're doing at that point.
So back in the day, there was a Playboy magazine.
Yeah.
And I get one. I pass it around to all my friends. And then that wasn't. What was the government doing to stop that? Nothing.
Well, how'd you get the Playboy?
Well, somebody
You went
got
to whatever
one.
newsstand and bought it, where the guy didn't care, because he's like, yeah, $12, and yep.
Oh, it's a young kid, $20.
Right,
Yeah.
well, everybody had an older
that's the same
friend,
shit
an
with
older
me.
brother. Like, you could get it. That's what I'm saying. They put all this shit in the way. There's going to be a way to get around it anyways. The older brother that's going to put his ID in. Every kid's going to go to that computer. Like, they're going to see it, and it's dick, balls, it's like, it's skin. Once you saw it, like,
It's very,
but
the way that
No,
porn
here's the
is
best part, though.
videoed and shown is not the way that you want your kid to be taught how sex is.
No, and I agree with that. And I agree
Right.
with that. But again, if you're
all
hoping,
acting.
if you're hoping that age restriction is the only thing stopping them from getting
They
there,
will find a way around it.
you are the dumbest fucker in the world.
Yeah. Every time they will find a way around it.
Because
That's what I'm
here's
saying.
my favorite,
Well,
though, right? We outlaw all that, but you can go to Catholic churches and just look up.
oh, true. Yeah, that's
And
all
there's
art.
painting of naked
classified as
cherubs and women everywhere, and you're like, but it's okay there.
It's just like how they are tax exempt,
I didn't
too.
see an I am 18 button on the front of the church.
Yeah.
The churches are tax exempt, though, so it's all that, like,
Is that because it's art?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's
but
classified
porn's
as art,
artistic
yeah.
too. Like as he just said, it's not going to be educational. It's
Some of-
definitely artistic.
I've seen some artistic lighting in porn, and I'm like, that took a while.
They did a good job.
Distracts
there,
me.
It's like, I'm locked in on this light. I'm not
I'm
locked
just
in on the
like-
girl.
How come they all look like shit, but this one looks nice?
Right.
I'm like, oh, that's nice.
That's the one that he kept going back
So
to.
here's the best thing, right? Have you guys seen?
Same.
Still 480p, but he liked the lighting.
Save.
So have you guys seen now that porn's become a little bit more less taboo? And we have OnlyFans and things like that. Now it's become like Fear Factor porn. You got these chicks that are like, I'm going to sleep with 100 people in a day.
I've seen
You
that.
got these chicks that are gonna sleep-
1,000.
Like I'm going to sleep with
1,000.
1,000 chicks in a day. And then
She was hospitalized.
The one chick died, I thought.
No, she was hospitalized.
Hospitalized.
Recently.
Yeah. From
like, very
from
recently.
a tear from it. And I'm like, well, goddamn.
A
Yeah.
1,000 men.
Yeah.
So we're turning like porn into TikTok challenges now? Like, what is this?
She had to
going
pay
on?
for her OnlyFans to see the video.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, that was 2 girls, 1 cup back in the day. Come on.
Ooh.
Except you didn't have to pay for it. It was free.
But we can get into the same
It's your
conversation.
generation that's
I was-
trying to charge for it.
You're making it worse on us.
I was just going to get into how they're trying to regulate this similar to about 8-9 years ago where they started regulating nicotine to when the electronic vapes started coming out. So I'm a big advocate for trying to regulate that as much as possible because I'm one of the kids that was susceptible to that. I was 15 years old. All I had to do was buy one online and it was delivered to my door. And then 15 years old, I'm vaping because I thought it was the cool thing to do. And you could just go on eBay or go on Amazon and just buy a vape. Or you could go to but it's the same thing with porn. You could go to the sketchy gas station and buy a vape. It didn't matter how old I was 17 when I got 16 when I had my first job, and I would start going to the gas station and the guy would see me and he'd be like, yeah, I'll just charge you $5 more. Like it wasn't that big of a deal. So kids are always going to get around it, but
And,
there
like-
should be some regulation in place, but now you have to put your driver's license in to order vapes online, or I'm assuming with medical marijuana, you have to do the same thing. You have to order it with
Well,
with
like
a
the
card
thing
of
is,
some
if you're
sort, but, like-
ordering something, I'm fine with giving the information to ship it to you.
Sure.
At that point,
But
or even
I'm saying that
verifying with a credit
with porn,
card.
that just doesn't work. I don't think you should have to put in an age verification like a driver's license or like an identification card just to watch that stuff.
Am I an asshole if I ask what the damage is? Like, you actually physically got a vape that was causing, is it like mental harm that we're causing people that we're seeing like nude pictures?
I think it's just the way that it's portrayed. It's not
keep in mind
educational for young kids. They're very malleable, their brains.
Keep
so
in
it's
mind
like-
that most people's brains are not done developing until they're 26.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you can look at porn at the age of 18 means you already have 8 years for your brain to be fucked up with all that sexual
But I think it
trauma,
can be way
apparently.
more fucked up if you're 9 years old with your iPad and you're going on
And it
Pornhub.
can make you more hypersexual, or it can make you more of like a sexual predator, or it can make you, just like
yeah,
you said earlier.
sex addicted.
you
I
think-
was addicted to nicotine.
Like
you could be
think
sex
that that's
addicted.
how it's supposed to happen as an educational thing, if that's the only thing you ever learned, I guess.
But couldn't you just always go to Google and
this
type
is-
in boobs and you're going to get boobs?
But I do
Yeah, you
know
could, yeah.
now that you bring
So
that up, is that
how are we going to block all of it?
there's plenty of cases of sexual harm because of porn. There's plenty of kids that were my age, say, when like the iPad was first coming out when I was 12, 13,
That's a good point.
9, 10, 11, whatever it was. When the iPad came out, kids watched that, got sex addicted, and then when they went to go have their first sexual encounter with a real life girl, they thought it was going to be like porn. It was very rough because a lot of porn is very rough, very harsh to the woman.
Yeah.
And the guy just expects the woman to be ready to do all that stuff, and it's not like that in real life.
You know what? Right. We're expected.
He spins it into, oh, my girl should have been like that.
Like, we're expected to be like, real good at sex like the first time, and you're like,
I watched all this film. I watched all this film. Nothing.
Like like in the NFL, you watch all that film,
that's right.
and then you go out there and they expect you to be Tom Brady on the first one. You're like, no,
This
there's
guy
gonna be a
just
lot of
spent 12
interceptions.
years watching sex. He goes and tries to do it. He can't even get hard.
Well, no, that's the thing. That while you were in school, the only education you got for sex was abstinence.
Don't
do it.
Yep.
So you're like, now that I get to do it, what the fuck do I do?
I had already watched porn like way before they tried to show. It was like 6th grade, I think, when they showed it, and it was in science class. It wasn't even health class.
You turned out okay. He can't hit it, but me and Kenny had to teach him.
Jesus Christ!
That's what that extra 11 years gets you.
But I remember when they
one of
taught
these
us
episodes will get us canceled. I'm not sure.
last week. If you didn't cut out the things that Kenny was making fun of,
that's
I don't know how that would have
filter it a little bit.
Yeah. But they showed us in 6th grade, and they showed us like the female anatomy and the male anatomy.
Yeah,
and then they
I
told
had
us how that
too.
worked. And it's like, but then health class, they just showed us porn. They just
Oh.
like, well, maybe not porn, but like they just showed us like a man and a woman maybe like 1970s porn where it was like pizza delivery, like it was that kind of like softcore
It
porn.
took that long to get through the educational approval process.
It was to the point where like, yeah, we're like,
I was
oh,
learning
yeah, I
about
like
porn
you,
when
I
we-
like you too. Take off your pants. Like that's the kind of porn they
guy
made us
that-
watch in 9th grade.
The guy that created the Seinfeld bass line was doing porn that no one
Yeah.
was watching. Bow, 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 ba-da-da-da-da.
Ain't nobody liking that shit.
Sorry.
That'd be like
I love
showing you
Seinfeld.
a cell phone back in the day and then being like, okay, now here's an iPhone. Like, no, it's not getting really like...
I just, I do think that there should be some regulation with it, but I think one of the biggest regulations, like Kenny's been saying, is just be a good fucking parent. Watch
Yeah,
your kids. The internet was still semi-new, maybe not semi-new, but it was, mobile devices were new. And my parents didn't know how to regulate that stuff because they didn't even know what an iPad was. Or, we had one communal laptop in the kitchen, and that was what we used. And when I got my iPad, I had free, unaltered access to the internet. Now there's so many tools
me
now
relay this, okay?
to regulate it.
Let's pretend I don't know what a gun is. My child's not going to be the first one in the house to learn how to use a gun. Whether it's an iPad or a gun, they shouldn't be the first ones in the house learning to use it.
Yeah, my parents made me the tech guy. I was the tech kid. I got the iPad and I showed everybody how to use iOS devices.
I mean, when you think about it that way, though, you're like, oh, yeah, it's an iPad, so it's no big deal. But if you're like, if it was a life-killing device, like a gun,
But
or
an
a
iPad
knife,
can become
or
a life-killing
something of
device
that, yeah.
because you can start researching the life-killing devices on that iPad. So I'm not disagreeing. I'm fully agreeing with you here that there should be some regulation.
But that's where the parenting still needs to come into play. Like, you have to do something.
That's parenting.
You can't just birth them and then leave them to be on their own. It's not like, oh, birds have babies and then they shove them out of the nest and never worry about it. That's not how humans work.
Yeah.
Humans do not survive in that method.
Well, it'd be nice if I'd get on board if I actually believed something would help. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm all about it.
My
let's
problem
do
with it is
but
that-
don't make it suck for everybody else.
My problem is
Exactly.
the way they want to do it
Because there's plenty
now,
of guys you don't have kids and you want to watch porn.
Right? And then I don't want to be on a government list that I was watching the one where
I don't want to put my
fucking horse.
license number in.
Well, not
Yeah,
only
I
that,
put my license number in, and now if I ever run
This
for
guy
president,
wants orgy porn.
yeah, exactly. 'Cause
Put him
that's
on
all
the
that
video-
shit that happens,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Goes to run for president. Oh, he watched this kind of porn.
This
now
guy-
I'm on another list.
This guy looked up 18-year-olds. That's close enough. I don't
Yeah,
like it.
all
I
right.
don't like it.
like, that's my problem. I don't want to be on a list that's like, oh, he watched lesbian porn and now we've outlawed lesbianism. And I'm like,
Yeah.
now I
Yeah.
got to go worry about what I didn't.
But I think that's probably already too far gone
10
because
years
there's already
ago.
ways for them to track us. They have our IP address. They have our internet access.
Can I give you?
No, I still have some. I'm good.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Did I already dump in?
You put some in mine. Yeah.
Okay, I thought I did.
But the driver's license takes it one step further because that
Yes.
is personal identifiable information.
Yeah,
right there,
that's-
that you
that's-
are willingly giving.
I mean, I'm not
and
saying
even
they
that,
can't
maybe not
figure
even
out
the
who I
government.
am now.
But it's not even. It might not even be the government. Say you go to like Pornhub or you go to X videos or something, then they have your driver's
And they
license
can
number
sell
on
it.
their servers,
And
Yeah.
they can sell it to other
Yeah.
companies, or they can get hacked.
Right.
And if they don't have proper cybersecurity insurance,
Right.
That shit gets expensive.
And I damn well won't catch me going to a government website to verify my age. And they get redirected back to Pornhub.
Wait.
So now we're in North Korea.
Here's the
Basically,
best
we're
part.
just in North Korea.
Here's the best part. Now that we'll have the government running porn, and WhiteHouse.com will be a government-ran website now. It'll actually be a government-ran website.
We've come full circle on the internet.
It'd be like back when we were in school. You always had to make sure, you had to make sure you didn't go to WhiteHouse.com. You had to go to WhiteHouse.gov. But now it'd be like, oh, they own both of them. Don't fucking worry about it. They both show the same shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't see an answer, but I don't think they have it by.
I think regulation, just like you said, Kenny, just comes down to good parenting. Like,
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not saying my parents did a bad job or anything. I just think that they were naive to the internet, and that was their fault in that sense. But I also was a very curious kid. I was always looking for things, looking for trouble.
It just takes it back down and pushes it into the scum of the internet, where it's like, well, they were on the up and up as a business now. You make it more inconvenient. Well, that business is going to follow it, but that startup over there is not going to have it, and they're going to get all the views, and then it's just boonk, boonk. They get knocked off one by one, just like pirating.
Yeah.
It's not a good solution at all. But, government put it in place, so what do you expect?
That's how it goes.
Not to get political.
But yeah, that was
that's not even political. That's both sides right there do that.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So. It's government, just in general.
Yeah. That was our porn topic. That was what I had on the list for porn.
Yeah.
And that's fair, though. It's not a bad topic because it really... I think there should be regulations in place, but there shouldn't be driver's license numbers or any personal identifiable
What if it wasn't porn? What if it was any other thing you could buy? What if it was your Netflix subscription? What if now you had to verify to watch anything TVMA and over?
Oh, yeah. It's a slippery slope is what you're saying.
I think with nicotine, it was something that they could easily implement because it's already something that's regulated when you go to a gas station or you go to a Walmart to buy cigarettes.
Well, it's a physical item that you have somebody in the way of getting your product.
That's
before then.
Yeah, and
Where here
but then you got to talk about, is digital something that you own, or is that like
right?
No.
Well, that was where I was kind of
it's a license not to watch it.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to be negative. I was just trying to say the comparison between a physical item and a digital item. That's not,
they're not the same.
But it still does, I guess, do the mental harm, where the other one does the physical harm, which I guess is physical, kind of. It's all
it depends on how hard you're yanking your chain, too.
That horse is really hot, man.
Yeah, kids can't watch regular porn anymore, so now they're watching horses just fine.
No, they're turning on Animal Planet, and they're like, oh, that lion's going to get something today.
That's good enough. I get it.
Right? One kid's going to get it, pass it to all the other kids anyways.
Yeah, I remember a kid used to pass around USB sticks full of just random porn on it in school.
Everybody just copy it, move it on.
Like, yo, you watch this stuff?
But that's my thing. It's a slippery slope. So, like, even if you wasn't porn that we were discussing, the fact that you want to do that age verification in that method, I'm not saying what you have now works, but I'm not happy about the fact you want me to upload my government ID to a website. Like,
so is that something that's actually going to happen, or is that just in talks
only in
still?
certain states? Like right now,
so
it's
it is actually
in certain states.
being implemented. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in some of those states, the websites have pulled out. It's like you've seen, like Pornhub just won't deal with you if you're in that state because they don't want to implement it. Because they don't want to be responsible.
So I'm assuming OnlyFans and stuff like that too. But I guess OnlyFans isn't only a porn website too.
Well, but OnlyFans switched. I thought they're not doing. They tried to get away from that.
No, they went right back.
They went right back.
Yeah, no.
They were like, it was like, have you saw how much money we're losing? Who said that?
It was like HBO Max going to Max, and they go right back to HBO Max. They're like, whoa, we condone nudity, just only for people over the age of 18, please.
It's like when somebody else takes over a radio station, they're like, we're going to change it from rock to easy listening, and then they're like, do you know how many people used to listen to us? And they're like, we're going back to rock.
You know how many women could were making their millions of dollars a month on that platform, and then they just lost it for like 2 straight months, though? It was crazy.
Because
the
they
amount
got
of money that these women
they get a fee for everything they take.
Women had to go back, like those women had to go back to 9 to 5s, or they were just unemployed for those couple months.
No, most of them moved to Fansly. Most of them
that's true. There's all those other ones,
or to Patreon or something else.
Yeah, can't you post all that shit on Patreon? Like, it's fucking.
I guess.
I remember when Vimeo used to be a big porn site too. You would just get a redirect link to Vimeo. You guys might have missed that part of the.
I remember
internet.
Tumblr being a porn
Tumblr
site,
too,
not Vimeo.
and then Tumblr got shut down.
Yeah,
and now they're back.
I remember Vimeo.
Yeah, they're porn now again.
You don't remember Vimeo being a?
Oh, I know who Vimeo is, but they went hardcore professional video.
Not in 2011.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember that.
It's just weird that they did that decision and nobody was like, Turns out boobs sell. Like, before they turned that shit off.
I was very young and very naive on what sites to click on, so I just started clicking on every link when I was a kid. So.
Porn. Click, 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 click.
I remember nakedgirls.com.
Yeah,
That's what I did, and I was like, holy shit, I could just keep scrolling naked. Oh my god, it's unlimited!
My favorite, I was sitting in 8th grade. I had to do a paper on, I was doing a paper on our
Naked girls?
current presidential candidates.
Oh,
And at the time, I went to dickcheney.com.
Oh,
And
no.
dickcheney.com was not blocked at the school level. And it was not Dick Cheney's website.
It was Dick. It was something Dick.
Oh, dear.
It did not look like what I was looking for. And I know he shot a man in the face, but it wasn't the same one I saw.
Come on, Opus Clip, you gotta find this clip. Oh my god.
Oh, my God.
This needs to be a TikTok right here.
I've heard already, like, 3 shorts we're going to put out, you know?
This is good. So for
Not even
everybody,
trying.
for full disclosure here, we're doing a normal podcast here just so we can clip farm the shit out of this podcast. Every second of this podcast is going to be in the short form in some
Oh,
way.
yeah, I just used this one. I'm going to trash the other 3. Recycle and get my credits back.
I saw we have like 450 credits in Opus. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, we get 300 a month, and then I've been
That
busy,
makes
so,
sense, yeah.
you know.
So
Well, we were
Porn.
doing a lot that
Here's
weren't.
the porn.
thanks to porn, we're going to have some hits and some clips.
Oh,
But-
can you put the Pornhub logo on the thumbnail, but like kind of blur it out? Maybe we can get some clicks on that.
We should take the Pornhub intro sound and put it.
And you know how many
I'll
people are
start
going
a
to be upset when they hear that logo, and then boom, our faces come up?
You know how many wives are gonna get angry when they open up the YouTube for? They're thinking it's a podcast, and they hear that, and the wives are gonna be like, "Our kids aren't even sleeping yet, Jimmy. The fuck are you doing down there?"
Scrolling
It's just 3 fat fucks discussing porn.
Yeah, try and sell that to his wife. No, it's 3 fat fox. It's 3 fat fox. She's going to think it's fucking, you know.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be like,
Oh, you're leaving me for those guys?
you're gonna see our 1 second drop off. Just boom.
You're gonna see Rick.
This podcast causes divorce, marriage issues.
Rick's gonna be TikToking behind Lindsay, and all of a sudden you're gonna hear "Dum-dum, shh." Today on the complaint department, and she'd be like, "What the fuck is that?"
Please do it. You gotta put it in there.
What's the worst that could happen?
All right, well,
They going to sue us and get the table?
I think we're
The
wrapped up on
DSLR
the porn.
We
topic,
come
right?
back. If the table's missing, they sued us.
we can't disclose, but if this is gone,
I think we
you're
wrapped
gonna
up
see
the
our
porn
headphone
topic,
jack
right?
port just.
I guess.
All right. So speaking of old things that get recycled, I went thrifting recently because
Okay.
it's one
That's
of
a
my
great
favorite
segue.
things.
That was
to-
a smooth transition.
right. I love it.
I don't even.
Wow, we
there you
didn't
go,
even
you're gonna
need-
that.
I'm awesome.
We didn't even need. We didn't even need lube for that transition.
Exactly. So I go thrifting. I love to look at other people's shit, like whatever they've thrown away or gotten rid of. And
I've seen literal shit at a Goodwill before. So.
I mean, I believe that too.
And those bins, like the bargain bins.
Oh, I thought like in an
Wait.
actual toilet, like somebody didn't know.
No, I've seen
wow.
like shit where you can pay. You know, like the bins where you can pay per pound. Like it's the shit that nobody bought at Goodwill, and it goes to the warehouse.
I've never done that one.
Oh my
but
god,
okay.
It's the shit after the shit. It goes.
My
to the
my
favorite,
God.
my favorite, and we stumbled across this when we went this past weekend. We found slide decks, but they were empty. There were no slides in them.
was
But
gonna
I'd
say,
love
dude.
to have like that. Or my favorite is when you find like a photo album. It's got somebody's old photos in
How
it.
did this end up on the
You're like-
shelf? Like, how did the Goodwill worker look
Dude,
at
I
this
was-
and be like, "Hey,
I'm
$5.99 for this black guy's pictures"?
I'm looking through a picture, or I'm looking through a book, and this lady's like invitation to her graduation falls out, and I'm like, well, it's too late to go now.
It falls out like one of those newspaper ads when you're flipping through. It's like, shit.
What if it wasn't still in the future and you're like, I might go?
2027? Man, fuck. All right.
Speaking of getting old things with things on them, let's tie the two topics together. I bought an old camera one time. It had porn on it when I got it.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Wow, like
Yeah.
homemade porn?
Yeah.
Was it any good?
Nope.
Do you
I,
want,
don't, I deleted it.
I was gonna
right
say you
away.
gotta watch.
I like watched
Was it
it.
an
I
SD
like,
card or what
I
was it?
could see it, and I was like, this could be evidence. Delete. I was like, no. I
He
didn't
looks a
watch
little
it.
too young there.
Right, you're just like, I'm not even. No,
I don't want to cross that bridge.
Ossifer.
All right, Jared from Subway.
No,
My favorite
Settle
thing
down.
about
I had to wipe it for the.
Was it an
my
SD card
shoe.
or?
It was on the memory card.
Like the built-in
internal,
the
yeah.
400
internal
megabytes
memory.
that they give you.
Yeah.
That's all the guy needed.
Yeah.
he only needed 150 megs of that.
That's all I need to get the job done.
Babe, you need a new SD card for today's video? Nah, 150 megs.
He's like, this isn't even going to be a motion picture. Don't worry. We ain't going to hit
We're
that.
going to use an iPhone Live picture for this one.
A live photo gets the entire course.
Could use it on Opus Clip.
But so my favorite is when you go thrifting. Most places that thrift nowadays, like he was saying about Goodwill and stuff, the money that you're spending gets donated to somebody, right?
Yeah.
Well, we went to Life Path Thrift, and their sales pitch kind of scares the shit out of me.
Oh, God.
So like we're there, right? And I think Mavis found like a helmet or something. And we were like, cool, buy that. And we check out, and all of a sudden this lady's like, "You want to round up today?" And I'm like, "Nah, I'm good for today." And then they
It's already
ring you up.
going to somebody else.
And they're like, "Okay, your total is blah, blah, blah," right? So I'm like, "Okay, pay for it." And they go, "Thank you. You fed 4 families today." And I'm like, "What?" Like, that's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared that you know how many families that $8 fed.
Yeah, there
I didn't know the $8 bills.
Yeah, I know, right? And I'm like,
fucking piece of shit. there are children here that are hungry, and this guy's feeding them dollar bills. You're giving the crack addict a $1 bill. Here's dinner. I can't buy anything with this. Eat it, you motherfucker.
They
but
didn't
her
get the whole
deadpan
dollar.
delivery, too, is like, "You fed 4 families today." And I'm like, well,
Wait, the cashier said that, or the system said
the
that?
cashier.
And she said it just like that?
Yeah, and I'm like, well, goddamn, I'm a fucking miracle maker today. Like,
I should have rounded up that
I
son
came
bitch.
in here, I fed 4 families. I'm fucking
You got
good
whatever
for a week.
Mavis wanted?
Yeah.
And fuck.
It is nice that they took it to the whole number, because it would have been weirder if she said, "You fed 4 1/4 families," and you're like,
I'm like, what?
Yeah, like without
What kid
rounding up,
doesn't
this
get food today?
motherfucker could have fed 5 families, but
Right?
said he only
right, they'd be like 4
4.
1/4. If you rounded up, we would have gave the actual last child, not just peas. Like,
Instead, he
This
gets
family-
some water
this-
with
the-
some green.
The dad gets a steak dinner, the mom gets fish, the kid, we're giving them baby carrots. That's all you could give him because we didn't round up.
Yeah.
It'd be better if they ranked it on what you bought, too. They're like, "Oh, you bought sporting goods? The dad gets a good meal today. Oh, you bought kids' clothes? They get a good meal."
Jen found some shirt. Oh, the mom gets fucking 3 meals for that.
I've never had that. Now I kind of want to go. I want to.
Well,
see
I
how
know
many...
they have like the No Kid Hungry is like the big one. And it's like $1 feeds 10 kids. So like for every dollar you put in, they give like $15 back or something.
But it was just, the way they said it, the way they phrased it.
It sounded very mellow tone and like.
It was, and I was like, "Well, damn."
Because she knows damn well it's not feeding 4
What if
families.
it, like,
They're just telling you that.
shot confetti out of the confetti. Like, you fed 4 families.
That's what it should have done.
You're like,
I wanted to be like, "Do you have pictures of the people I'm feeding? I want to know what they look like." I want
I
to know
want to
how.
see the prospective families for my next visit so I can pick and choose.
I want to know. I want to know.
I
what
want
the
them.
family
I
looks
want
like.
them.
If that family can eat for $2 for the entire family, I need to see the picture of that family because I can't eat for $2 for myself
Right.
anywhere.
What the hell are
Oh my
you
God.
feeding these guys?
what if it was like,
They're getting Purina.
like it was? Man, my brain is terrible. What if they just had They give you 4 coupons that you fed 4 families. Go pick them. You gotta like stick it on the wall. Which ones you want to feed?
Took the fucking little Jimmy down there. Hey, you didn't look sad enough. You didn't look hungry enough in that picture. Try again next month. We're not feeding you till next month.
You'll walk up and there's a live photo and you click the button and it's like, "My name's Jimmy. I'm really hungry."
I haven't ate since they bought a golf club from Goodwill.
It's like insert your coupon and then you get, "Thank you. Now I can eat something."
It's like they actually have the meal in front of the kid, and he can't eat till somebody buys something.
That'd be great.
They call the parents. Yep, give him a piece of the chicken. Only
No.
one.
You know what?
Can he round up?
This is what they should do. They should have a giant TV screen of
Jesus,
the
we are
dinner
cruel.
table when you come to check out at the register, and there's a 5 person family, and they've all got plates at their spots, and as they're ringing stuff up. And she
They'll
gets
even
total.
scoop.
They start grabbing plates and taking them away because they're like, "You didn't pay enough today for bills."
Oh shit! You only got 2 shirts and a pair of underwear.
And then
That's
you
only
see
gonna
them-
feed the mom.
And then you see them put the food down on the plates as they start to eat, and the person behind you gets a chance to add like $1 quick.
That's even
We
better
can make this
if
a
they
game,
had
man.
It's better if they had the whole table set up with all the full meals, and they just take shit away as they see the little shit you have. Do you want to round up? What do they get if I round up? He gets another chicken breast. Nah, fuck them. They already have one for the 4 of them. This whole thing might need to be cut.
You walk in and you have no idea what's going on. You just see families being fed, food taking away from little kids on TVs, and you're like, yeah, let's go get something, honey.
See, these are this is the families that I bet would be at some bridal
that's the
shows.
thing, you'd
and
walk
they're
in
just,
and
that's
you'd
the
be like-
sales pitches at the bridal shows.
You don't.
If you go with my photography company, I'll feed that family for a year.
No, but here's the thing. Like, you use it in a real sales pitch, because if the person walks in and they don't plan on buying anything, they just walk back out, you take all the plates and you just throw them against the fucking wall as they walk out.
Wait, I wanted to buy those plates.
And then because that way you're never coming back to that place again, or you're definitely going to buy something.
So here's our new business plan. Come back in 18 months when we have this Goodwill-esque building built. We are going to provide the food to the families, right? As long as people
I think we'll
actually buy
have to
shit.
after all this shit we just laughed at.
I think we all.
I gotta go to Goodwill and spend like $400 now, so I feel better about myself.
I might need to donate $10 to No Kid Hungry, so it'll
Right,
yeah.
right. I'm definitely rounding up next time.
I want to hear them say that you fed 5 families.
Oh my
today."
god, I want the confetti so bad.
Just out of the fucking POS system. The worker's so
Take your own
fucking
party-
like, over it.
Take your own
too.
party popper in, and when she's like, you fed 4.
Yeah! Just get a Roman candle outside.
That way you
fucking-
get her attention too, because she's going to be like, poof, where the fuck did that come from?
So you're the 3rd person this week. I got the shits of cleaning that shit up. I'm like, be the other 2 people, Kenny and Noah? Were they?
Was it 2 other white guys?
Yes, 2 other fat white guys in this.
Same life path story, all at the same
story.
time.
I have the 3 different registers.
I'm gonna go into there and see shit all over the floor and be so upset that I won't be
This
the
is
first
Kenny's
one.
4th time here this week, and he keeps buying just one shirt at a time.
He's buying one shirt at a time.
He has a
watching all
stack
the
in the
plates
corner
get
he's been
taken.
picking from. Yeah.
I'm watching all the plates get taken away from the people.
What's up with all the smashed plates?
I just like to see only one kid get fed at a time. I told the other kid he's going to get fed
You know
tomorrow.
what'd be hilarious, though? If they changed it up instead, and they made it that for however much money you paid, you get a token, and
And you
had
get to take away?
You had to walk over to a claw machine, and whatever you got out of the claw machine is what they eat.
What do you got, like cans of fucking ham and shit in there?
Like spam,
I was thinking like squishy shit, like ice
bags
cream,
of
like
pretzels.
and it just like drips in the plate.
and then
like,
the kid's just in the holder.
oh my god!
Vanilla again? I'm thinking tokens where you get everybody gets fed on principle, and you get tokens to take away from the kids in the family. Oh,
We're
you
all-
spent $200 with our company today, sir. You could take 3 meals away from kids today.
We've officially figured out how to torture kids. Good.
And we officially
great.
this is our canceled episode.
I was gonna say
we are totally so. On
There
that
was the
note,
itch. We jumped over it.
Coca-Cola has sponsored
It all
this episode.
Oh my god!
She shouldn't have told me that I fed 4 families today for $8 because my brain couldn't stop. I got to the car. I was like, "Who the fuck is eating for $2 for an entire family?
Yeah.
What
That's
are
a
they?
pretty
They all get like a
good
piece
deal.
of rice? Like what
But
the
that's
fuck?
that's what I think. The same thing with No Kid Hungry. I think there is other investors that will match your amount of money that you invest.
I fucking
Wow.
hope so.
I'm thinking because
If
I mean
not,
with
there's
what
a lot of like ramen noodles going
with
around.
not
No
make a
Kid Hungry,
markup,
it's
yeah.
literally $1. They always say $1 feeds 10 kids. So I'm assuming your $1 gets reinvested like 8 times.
Yeah, they all get one noodle.
they can't even afford. They can't even afford one thing of ramen noodles.
They're making a giant pot of ramen
You
noodles.
get
Every
the
kid
chicken
gets
packet
one.
today, and you just get the dry noodles.
Oh my
We'll
god!
let you have the water.
We'll let you lick the ladle this time, Bill.
Poor Jimmy. You'll get fed when Kenny buys another fucking shirt.
But no, I mean, I also love when you go there and look at shit and see how it's priced. So if you guys, I don't know if you guys ever walked through the electronics section of
Not in a
thrift
while.
store, but they think they have some golden shit.
Oh my
and
god,
they
they'll
do
think an
not.
LCD monitor is still worth $40.
I'm walking through. This one has
Really?
this one has a USB fucking floppy drive, and they want like $25 for it. And I'm like, I don't even know if I can find a floppy drive anymore. I don't know if I can find a floppy disk anymore. And you want to charge me $25 for something that I could probably get off eBay for like 10.
Yeah. I think people are just trying to get rid of those things.
It's ridiculous, especially Goodwill with that fucking electronic shit, dude. You'll see, like I said, the LCD monitor thing. I saw there was like a 17-inch 4x3 for $40. It's like, that's e-waste. That is,
oh yeah.
They're trying to sell people's like hard drives and shit for $8 and shit. I'm like,
Ooh,
why do I want a
that.
spinning disc? You know?
I'm curious. Dude, let's go.
You just said that you were worried about what you can find on this.
Well, I'm gonna delete it after I saw it, but I'm gonna see it.
I bought a used SD card from fucking GameStop one time for a gaming system. Oh yeah, you don't want to know what was on that.
Never mind. It was probably sticky too.
I rescind. Oh, okay. I rescind my decision.
You don't want to know.
Yeah.
I just thought about this that whole last 20 minutes that we talked about all that, and my coworker Rob is going to see all that and see how dark my humor is.
It wasn't humor; it was curiosity.
We're
wondering how they're getting the food.
It was humor. If there was a place that I could give and take away meals, I probably would go there a couple times a week. And that's the case.
You know what? That saved it. That fixed it.
I would give the meals. All right.
What's that
He'd
place?
round up, he thinks.
What's that place we go to? Medieval Times. That's how they should do it at Medieval Times. Like, the knights don't get to eat unless you fucking pay.
What, are they going to battle each other now? Oh, my God.
Well, they got to fight to the death.
But that's...
Over a
you know
chicken
what?
wing.
This is a valid... So many places ask you to round up nowadays. Everything is always asking for a roundup. And sometimes it's like, say it's 23.01 is my total. It's asking me 99 cents roundup. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not rounding up $1 for your cause. Giant self-checkout system, always asking for a roundup.
If I'm paying cash, I'll probably round up.
It's easier.
If it makes
cash,
sense, because I don't want to carry the change.
Yep.
But I'm always paying with card.
But if I'm paying with my card, that 99 cents can sit in that fucking card. I don't give a goddamn.
Yeah.
I think it's just frustrating that everything's asking for a roundup. Just the same thing with it can be the same conversation with tipping culture.
Yeah, we've had the tipping culture.
I mean, my problem with all that stuff is I don't trust them. Right? Yeah. They're saying we're going to give this to 4 families, and you're like,
well, my problem is
trust you. It's the same thing with like McDonald's. They've always done the Ronald McDonald thing. It's like
I've heard so many scams over the years that you're like, which sucks because the good ones,
or the fucking Salvation Army with the fucking bell outside at Christmas time. And it's like, God, I gotta walk into Walmart. I gotta pass this guy while I know I don't have cash on me. Like, I'm not donating to this cause. This is probably one of the good ones.
When I worked for,
I just wish there there
was like a detector. Video. You can know.
It's like not fair that there were bad ones.
Yeah, there's very bad ones out there.
Hollywood Video used to partner with a company, and this is the reason why I don't typically.
They were
donate.
like a Blockbuster.
Yeah, they rented videos and stuff. They got bought by Movie Gallery eventually, but they had a partnership where you could donate money in order to contribute to this cancer kids fund and stuff. What bugged me is that in the fine print, if you read it, only 10 cents of every dollar donated.
They got to be upfront with that
to that company.
So 90 cents of it was just pocketed.
Yeah,
it was just normal profit for them.
So
and people are probably getting duped into it, thinking like, "Hey, I'm just going to donate. I'm going to give you an extra $10 on this purchase because I think."
Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of that too is just because credit card processing fees and stuff too. Because if you're donating and then they got to pay the fee on it for 25.
Well, and that's why that should be exempt from that stuff. I think credit card processing things is a fucking scam. I think every time I swipe my card, it doesn't cost you. It shouldn't cost 3% of whatever my purchase was to swipe my card. Yeah. Especially on like $1 purchase, you're taking 30 cents of that. Like, that's insane.
When you're on the other end of that?
3 cents of that,
right?
But,
it's a big expense for a business.
Yeah, for like small businesses that I understand whenever like we have food trucks that come to our job pretty much every day for lunch, and they all charge 3, 4, 5, 6% sometimes for credit. And I'm always going to pay it for them because I'm like, you are a small business. You shouldn't even have to be paying these credit card processing fees. But everybody uses a credit card now. So you have to offer a fucking Square or whatever. But
yeah.
Fuck you.
Well, it makes us bad people because, like you said, with the cash, you're going to round it up. But with the credit card, you're not.
No, because it can sit in my bank account forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I might need that 99 cents someday.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're high. They're not low.
The economy isn't getting any better, so.
Yeah. Wonder what they do with all that money. Oh, they sponsor the halftime shows and stuff.
What, like MasterCard and Visa?
I guess, right? Yeah.
I think it's sponsored by,
if you, do you go get a card because it's a MasterCard? Like, why are they sponsoring?
No, you don't have a choice.
Most of the time, I don't have a choice. Like, it's whatever my bank or whatever, like.
Shouldn't they be feeding the kids?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I'm
fuck.
stuck with whatever.
I gotta round up, but they don't.
Well, they had a huge federal court case
Maybe
last
they do.
year.
I don't know.
They had
They
a
could.
huge federal court case last year about how they are astronomical, especially with their credit card interest rates being like 30% now.
That's crazy.
The average now is like 25% on most credit cards.
Yeah.
But they had a huge federal court case about the processing fees and stuff. Like it's just an absolute scam.
I mean, I
and
get
then
it.
they're just the big. There's Amex, there's Mastercard, there's Visa. What else
That's
is there? Discover card, like, but there's no other.
Discover's combining with somebody now. Yeah.
Who'd they
Yes,
combine
he's
with?
right.
Like Goldman Sachs or some shit.
No,
was
they're combining with
American Express. I thought the two of them were coming
Amex,
together.
yeah.
But still,
I
that's
think.
now
I
that
don't
only
Or
makes three.
MasterCard or one of them. It's one of the.
But that
three.
only makes three now. Then it's just three. So you can't choose your own credit card processing company. You like you said, it comes through your bank. That you can't just have
Mine came from my
Members
bank.
First Federal Credit Union can't make their own debit card that isn't Visa sponsored.
Well, they can't. Yeah, I mean, they can.
But
make
no,
their own
it
card,
will
but it's
never be
always gonna
accepted.
Visa,
But
yeah.
it won't be accepted.
Because
by
even in
anybody.
my case, like my bank is MasterCard, but my HSA is Visa, and I didn't get to pick that. It fucking just came that way.
Yeah, you don't get a choice. My credit cards. I mean, I don't. Yeah, most
Yeah,
of them
like
are Mastercard. I feel
You
like.
get for whatever you get from the bank that you're dealing with.
Citi just gives me a Mastercard.
So
account.
why do they advertise?
Well,
I don't
it
know.
used to be at one point you could pick like I want a Mastercard or I want a Visa, but then
Well, I know they do. Like my
Eventually it
Amex,
got
my Amex
licensed.
is through like a predatory company. I hate it, but they have an option between Visa and Amex when you pick it, and they have different perks. So I don't know. But yeah, you're right though. I see Mastercard ads all the time. Like I get a fucking choice if I want a Mastercard or not. Like it's whatever my bank gives me.
Yeah.
well, they,
I get
they
a
want
Visa
you
from
to-
my
they're
bank.
Like,
It's whatever.
they want you to go to the bank and be like, "What do you offer, Visa or Mastercard?" I'll go to a different bank.
Every fucking company
People
now.
are doing that?
We
Ev-
worked at banks and we've never seen a person.
I've
come
never
in-
seen anyone
I
do
was say
that.
you and I both worked as tellers, and neither one of us has seen a customer come in and go, "What kind of processing do you use, Visa or Mastercard?"
That was so fancy when we could start making those in-house, the debit cards, and we didn't have to ship them to you.
Dude, the new ones are my favorite. Now they don't have the embossed lettering and they're just printed.
I hope
so
my
it
new
doesn't
one has
fucking
that.
wear down all the time, because that's the thing. Like that wears down or imprints and shit.
You can't even read mine now. It's 5 years old. You can't.
Well,
even
I
read
don't
it.
want people like pressing it into other
True.
shit and fucking memorizing it because they pressed it into some clay later on.
Kinda. So I went
I thought you had something new to say.
Well, no, about like I've never seen the Ridge wallets and stuff like that where they like squish the cards together, right? Like there's things like that. How do they not like it? Like it's just like
It's
two
not
pieces
that much
of metal,
pressure. It's not that much
right?
pressure.
But like, how does it not
I had it-
damage the cards like all being squished together? Oh, because you got fucking two in there.
Oh, you got the Apple Card.
In my case,
Your fucking wallet is bigger than your fucking cards, bro. Just
Be
carry
careful how you
You're
flash those,
like
dude.
one decision away from not needing a wallet.
Well,
I don't
actually,
have mine.
That's not even my main wallet I carry, though. This is my main wallet I carry.
Oh.
Why do you have two?
What are you doing?
I only need that one.
Is
when I
that
go to
a
specific
fucking
places.
Apple wallet? Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, this
Fucking
is my
Apple sheep.
This is just my main credit
I
card
am
and my
also.
license right on the back.
Well, you can see mine. Mine's right when the taps came out in 2020. I just like
How do I get this back in here?
you gotta fucking
No, it's got to be easy.
you gotta go like
Yeah,
that.
he's got it. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, I had the same exact wallet.
Do it.
that's how they go in.
I had this wallet, so it's not hard.
Oh, so you get quick at it.
You just split the fucking middle here,
Yeah,
and then you slide them in.
and most of the time,
Dude,
you're not
your
taking all
Apple
the-
card's in way better condition than mine. You got to see this thing.
I've never had to use the Apple
No,
card.
because it
itself.
uses
Dude.
less.
You got like an old guy wallet.
Yeah, I love my wallet.
Whoa.
I fucking love my wallet.
But normally, I'm taking one of these out, and
I
the
got a
other
lot
one's
of shit
still
in
in
there,
there.
dude.
What
So,
gen are you?
Gen Z.
In this case, Joe, it's just
I have a lot of
this.
credit cards in there, so.
I'm just lining up and straight in because I'm not taking both cards out half the time.
Dude, look at this thing. This thing's beat
That
to
just
shit.
seems like it's going to damage my cards doing that.
I could show this one off because it doesn't have numbers on it, but like mine's all like fucking died from everything. Like,
I don't have to use this as often because most places take the tap.
well, and you get better cash back if you tap. So you get 2% or only 1% if you use the card.
See, I don't pay attention to that, but I do. I tap mostly anyway, so I've never paid attention.
Are there
that I
enough
got a
logos on that card? Holy hell.
Well, yeah. And
they took an army.
They had to spend $10 million or some astronomical number to not print numbers or anything on the back of the card. They're one of the only cards that will do that has the.
Wait, there's no numbers?
There's no numbers.
No,
or
there's no
anything.
numbers. 'cause
They
you
had
can-
to spend an
you can
astronomical
change
amount
it-
of money to Mastercard.
You can change it in the app instantly.
You can have a generated number all the time.
They're virtual numbers.
My card's about to expire, but this is one of the first tap cards that ever came out, and you can see how worn off it is, especially on the back. Like, it's just... Yeah. Look at the fucking chip there.
You want to see how worn in one of those embossed ones is? Oh,
I've heard those got shitty and cheap, too. Like, they just, like, melt.
Don't show this on the screen because you can see it.
Oh, my God. Like, here, that's what mine looks like. And it's about to expire, but...
Like, you can see how worn in that fucker is.
You can see how many times I inserted this, too, because you can see a fucking... If you look at it in the light, you can see a fucking... Where I inserted it. This is not... We're recording right now. This is...
Oh, yeah. Well, we were bitching about credit cards. That's how that started.
My complaint was the credit cards. Did this thing start to come apart? There's, like, lines all over the table. The table won't be white. The table won't be white when we're done.
It wasn't when we started. There was already
my complaint about those is just squeezing the hell out of my cards. I like more his style wallet.
I had one of those and I didn't have enough space for my shit.
But the pressure here
I have all sorts of shit in here.
So it's not like a ton of pressure keeping them together.
I had I changed addresses and I need to keep this with me at all times.
Or anything.
Where am I going to put this?
That seems like a fancy rubber band, but I guess...
Where am I going to put this in that wallet? I need to keep this with me.
Oh, dude, I had to have one of those, too. They fucking suck. It's my...
Oh, the change of address form?
I hate it.
But I got to keep this with me in case I get pulled over or something so I can prove my address. Where am I supposed to put that in my fucking wallet?
Why don't they just send me a new ID?
No, but you can go tell them you lost it and get it.
I did. Printed. So I look like a serial killer in this, but I did with this one because
everyone does.
It's
because that's the photo they use for serial killers with that blue background shit.
So when I turned,
and then they're like, "Don't smile," and you're like, "Oh,
you
look like you killed everyone."
I think I turned 19 and I needed to get a new license, and because I wasn't 21. I got a vertical license.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then I turned 21, and there were still 2 years left on my license before I had to get it renewed. So I just told them that I needed a duplicate because I would go to bars. I would go to bars, and they wouldn't let me in because I had a vertical license. It didn't care what my birth date was. They said it was vertical.
And then
get this shit. I go to fucking New York, right? And New York, they just think everything's a fake ID that isn't New York. So I had to start carrying around my old ID to prove that my birth date is real, because I could show them the vertical one and be like, "This is my old ID, and that's the same birth date on that fucking license." Fuck New York. Everybody thinks everything is fake there. If you're not from there, it's all fake. And I never gave Gabby her BJ's card back, but that's okay.
I'm not gonna say.
I was gonna say
I knew
that opened a can of worms.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
We've already gotten canceled 4 times in this episode.
So, Joe, I do have a question for you that this might be turned into a complaint. Okay. I saw the new Galaxy Z Flip 7 came out this week, and I'm considering switching from Apple to that phone.
Ha!
Because it's cool, and I like it. I think it's cool.
Okay.
I like the compact. I like the flippy thing, and I think it's finally gotten...
That's the new one that's thin.
Yeah.
So when you fold it together, it's almost the thinness
No, that's the fold. I want the flip, the one that flips like a razor.
Like down like this.
Yeah. The fold is really thin.
I saw pictures of that, but I only watched the review for the one that goes like this.
That a screen that folds isn't going to have problems. It's not.
I think it's going to have problems. No.
Dead spots. It's not going to get anything.
I've never said it won't have problems. I think it's finally gotten to a point where I can daily drive it and it won't be that much of an issue. I think the only thing that's stopping me now is I'm so in the Apple ecosystem. Can you tell me what's better about Android, or what you like about Android that keeps you from going to iPhone?
Yeah, it's not in Apple's walled garden.
Okay, so
I can go get a Fitbit, and it's probably going to work with it. I can go outside of their ecosystem.
But I have an Apple Watch, so my Apple Watch is basically dead weight for me now if I go get an Android.
You're right, because you went into their walled garden. But if you weren't in their walled garden, you'd have a lot more selection on phones than what they have there. You have a lot more selection on accessories.
I'm holding out.
And I like having everything with Google rather than with Apple.
Apple's the most secure company out there, though.
Yeah, I don't want.
They want you to believe that.
Apple is definitely the most secure.
And
you believe Google?
You think they're secure because they make their software difficult to integrate with.
No,
Other than that, you trust them more than any other behemoth that is out there?
My Face ID data is held only on my iPhone. It's held nowhere else. Your Touch ID, your fingerprint sensor shit, I bet that shit is stored in Google servers somewhere.
I doubt why.
But
you can't prove it. Apple just told you that, but then nobody ever looked into it on this end, so you don't know.
My Siri data is held on my phone. My voice never has gone to an Apple server to listen to because I opted out of it.
Okay.
I just think it is a little bit more secure. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the iPhone 17 to come out, see what's changed, see if there's anything noteworthy.
I will say,
I won't disagree with him that if you go to Android, you get more options. But I will say that knowing full well the Apple's infrastructure is everywhere and people accept it, that if you buy a Fitbit, it's going to work with Apple too.
Yeah.
But if you buy an Apple branded product, you cannot expect it to work with that.
Right. Like I know my AirPods will work with it if I get it, but it's not going to have all the noise transparency, the noise isolation. It's just going to work as Bluetooth earbuds.
and
You can still set the noise transparency and
But it won't be
stuff
as
like that.
seamless as what I use now. To where I can just...
You can still click it. You can still hold it to do the functions and all that.
But I can go on my phone and do it now. I can go
Yeah.
into the AirPods just in the control center and just change it.
Yeah, you would have to do it from the
But then the
AirPods
Apple
now.
Music isn't going to be as good because I'm in Apple Music, and the new Apple Music on iOS 18 has this new feature where it'll use AI and meld the two songs together that you're listening to, so
If
it'll
you want to do
transition
the
them.
seamless, yeah.
I like that.
transitions.
I really enjoyed that in the beta, and they won't have that on the Android app ever
I
because
don't know
it uses
how's-
Apple Intelligence.
How's
you know.
spatial audio on there? Because I like my spatial audio.
I turn that off. I hate it.
Oh, I love my spatial audio.
I hate moving my head and hearing different shit.
No,
I
see, I
hearing
go to a lot
this-
of concerts though, so I love spatial audio because it makes me feel like I'm at a show.
I like hearing shit right where it needs to be at all times. I don't know. That's just me though. I think it freaks
if
me out
that's a
little
feature, I have not tried it, so it wasn't.
bit. You use Spotify for your music?
I hardly listen to music.
Oh, okay.
So
You're more of a podcast guy?
yeah, I'm podcast or YouTube like 90% of the time. Occasionally, I'll listen to music, but it's like 5 to 10% of what I listen to on my phone. So music's not a big deal for me. My problem is the closed aspect of Apple of if we don't make it, it's not right, which I don't disagree with the company, or I disagree with that company's philosophy. So now I have a MacBook, obviously, because they make beautiful computers and it all just works. They're slipping on that for sure. That my old
Mac
MacBook
doesn't make
when I-
them money, so it doesn't.
Right.
they're
But I
not-
go back to my old MacBook, and man, does that thing just hum. This new one, it doesn't have the little intricacies that the old one had that made it so nice. Like the clicking and the things, like the new way the mouse clicks and stuff. It's not as good
See,
as
I
the
like
old
the new
one.
the mouse though. I like the new Force trackpad.
No, it's terrible. I turned that shit off. The force track.
Well, you can't turn
What
it
am I
off.
supposed to
That's
do?
how the
How did-
trackpad works.
Yes, now I turned it off. You
The
can?
motor, you turn the motor off in your touchpad?
Yeah.
So it doesn't click at all?
No, it clicks, but it doesn't force touch. Force click.
That's not what
There's
I meant.
only
Yeah,
one
no,
click.
that Apple's
Yeah, well, it was like
speak
click,
is
but
much
then click
different.
hard, and you're
No,
like,
no, yeah. Now Apple's terminologies are much different.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I was asking if you turn off the click on your
oh,
touchpad.
no, I didn't do that.
Because it doesn't actually click. There's a motor underneath it that simulates a click.
No. Okay.
So that your touchpad doesn't actually click at all. If you turn
Yeah.
off your Mac and you try and click, you won't feel any feedback. It's a little motor underneath your touchpad.
Oh, so that's why it sucks. Okay.
Oh, okay.
The old one went click, click, and it worked.
I
And
like that
every
you can
time
click
it worked.
anywhere and feel the same thing.
That's cute. I don't care. But like when I'm clicking with
He's
my
not
phone.
an Apple guy. I get it.
I am. I love the old MacBook, and then they fucked it up. Yeah. The old MacBook was great, and then they were like, nope, you don't need HDMI. You don't need all these fucking ports. They're like 2 USB-Cs for fucking everybody, and you're like, no, cocksucker, MacBook, no. I want a fucking HDMI. I want another fucking port. I want all the ports. That's why I paid $3,000 for a goddamn laptop.
The best part is he's bitching
2
about it,
fucking ports. Go fuck yourself.
and then
The one you have actually has HDMI.
Well, they fixed it after I got upset.
no, the best part is that for a while after they integrated that, and he got pissed off about it, as he was trying to buy computers from other manufacturers, they were doing the same fucking thing.
Yeah, dude, my
They were getting
laptop
rid-
at work has 3 USB-C
Yeah,
ports
they were
and
just
nothing
getting
else.
rid of everything and putting it to USB-Cs, the same shit.
My
And then
laptop
they all
at work has to carry a
realized it wasn't
dongle
gonna
around,
work.
and it is a fucking Dell.
right,
Dude,
well-
you're getting a Dell.
Joe has made a giant mess, so we better wrap this podcast up.
Maybe I should bring paper towels.
He really wants the viewership, man. He's doing whatever
I'm
he can.
so that was that upset that they're like still charging $3,000 for 2 ports on a MacBook Pro. They know what Pro means, and they ignored us forever.
Because they went to
Yeah,
the
but
way
then
of
I couldn't buy
style.
a
They went to the way
laptop.
of style, and they thought it was cool. It was the same thing they did with the iPhone 6, where they made it the thinnest phone ever because they thought it
Yeah.
looked cool, but functionally it bent.
Yeah.
So they went back. My phone now is triple as thick as what the iPhone 6 was, and I actually like that because I have more more battery. I have more.
But they're these arrogant little fucking assholes that were like, no, we were right all the time.
They've got a lot
No, you're
better.
fucking not.
They've got
And
a
that's
lot
why
better
I
over the years.
disagree with the philosophy
They have
of the
gotten
whole
way
company.
better over the years.
Yeah, but Samsung does the same
Yeah,
shit.
after they lost money.
Yes, oh, we are not removing the headphone jack. I think that's the stupidest thing. Next year, we are removing the headphone jack.
Yeah, they did.
Samsung does the
Yeah, they
same
did.
shit. They
They
act
just
like
do it
they
a year
don't.
after Apple, so they do it quietly under the rug.
I would love if Google made a phone, but they don't. They're like,
Yes, they
Pixel.
do.
Bullshit. That's made by other companies endorsed by Google. Google doesn't make it.
They now make it. It's an in-house product.
After
it used to be an
Pixel
LG.
9, they're like, all right, we'll buy it now.
It used
And
to
they
be an LG
just
product.
forwarded it. Yeah, and
It used
they
to be
have
the
plenty
Nexus,
of problems
the
too.
Nexus
There's
devices.
this garbage, but philosophy of the company, Google gives you stuff, way more stuff than Apple does.
Anyways, to
How's-
wrap up what I was saying, Joe. 'cause
How's
it
your
was
5 gigabytes on your fucking
I pay
iCloud?
$2.99 a month for 200 gigs.
And
I
what
have
if you
the
stopped?
Family plan.
What if I stopped and it would just go back on my device? Everything would just transfer right back to my device.
See, but Google was more open with that, where they gave you a lot more storage. So that's my thing. The philosophy of the companies is really what
I think
get
what
to. It's
what
very
I
right
was just
over
getting
here.
at, I just wanted to simply ask what was different and what was better. Instead, we almost destroyed your very fancy cups.
I
What
wasn't letting
I am
the
gonna
cup go
do,
anywhere.
I'm gonna try and wait for the iPhone 17, see what's going on, if it's new, if there's new features, because I know there's 3 different tiers this year. And what I might do is just do AT&T offers a next up anytime, which is $10 extra on your phone plan.
Yeah.
You can upgrade your phone 3 times a year. So I might just get the Pix or the Flip, and if I hate it, I'll just go right back to my iPhone. But
Yeah.
I want to try it. I haven't tried Android since I had an iPhone 8 Plus, and I have not had anything other.
It's really the ecosystem
My
that you're buying, not
major-
the device.
I have the Apple Watch and the AirPods and the Mac. Like it's
So
tough.
My
hard to
major
switch
issue
that.
is
But that's the
that-
point.
They did it.
Because if I would
it
go
took
to Apple,
years. It
if I
took
would go to
years.
Apple, I'd have the same problem, which is why I don't.
Well, I went from the iPhone 8 Plus, I got the AirPods, and then it was years later I got the watch. And all of a sudden now you have 3 products that all work interchangeably.
Yeah.
And once you get that watch, it's when it really, and then you get the Mac and it just all fits.
But why won't they release that technology to everybody else? They have that protocol.
Because then they would lose money. They would lose money.
Okay.
Or they would get hacked.
But you can't say that Google does that.
Google's very open with their source, but they also do a lot more than
Sometimes.
just devices. But they do a lot more than devices. They have a lot of services that they offer too,
See,
which
my
Apple's
problem-
becoming more of a service platform now too.
They
My
all
problem-
are.
and this-
they all are.
Joe's biggest argument before was, and this I loved it.
We're gonna
because
make
it
him
doesn't-
sit here all sticky.
It doesn't exist
I love
anymore. When I had an iPhone, Joe's biggest complaint to me was that he loved his Android because he could carry an extra battery around and just put it in anytime he wants.
Oh, back in the Galaxy
you do
S5
that?
days.
Can you do that today, Joe?
Nope.
And guess what? My biggest
They've
problem.
become more iPhone than
Yeah.
iPhone in some
But here's
ways.
my problem, right? So here was the
Yeah.
biggest issue.
I
with that.
hate that shit.
Dude, your lock, every time I see your lock screen, it looks identical to my
Yeah.
phone.
Oh, they
He
and
had
that's-
to
they lost
carry-
a
They
lot of the
bridged the
shit.
gap, and that's why
but
I feel like I'm
already
okay
over
with moving to Galaxy. It won't hurt, or not Galaxy. I hate saying Android in
Yeah.
general. I feel like I can move to and not feel it.
But
Sorry.
you had to
You're right.
carry extra batteries because the apps on there
Yes.
are made by whoever,
Yes.
so they're not efficient.
Right.
They don't stay in the walled
Apple
garden all the
forces
time.
them to be efficient.
They do
Yeah.
eat up the resources, and sometimes they don't make it easy to close the fucking apps either. Because I remember you used to have to download app killer apps to run
Like tax
to
task
kill the
manager and
fucking
shit.
cat.
Can
And
you
that was
guys-
my issue because it kills the battery.
What can we do?
If you want to close all your apps, do you still have to go?
Yeah,
in
one
there?
at
Yes.
a time.
No way.
But you
Yes.
know what I
You
do?
still can't close all?
I am a
Oh my
tech
God.
person.
Just
and
wait. That'll be a huge update.
I'm a tech person, and just like Apple encourages, they encourage you to keep your apps open and multitasking because you have all that RAM for a reason. And it's more efficient to keep the apps open in the background and to close them all and then reopen
Oh,
them and
yeah.
reload the entire data. So
Is that why?
that is entirely why you
It
should
means
keep
they
your
only have to.
multitasking.
It means they only have to piecemeal the cache because most of the cache is going to
Like my Facebook, say I haven't opened Facebook in 5 hours, but it's in my multitasking. It still has the base of the app loaded in RAM. All it has to reload is
Oh,
my
it's got to
news
pull
feed.
like an RSS
Yeah.
feed, and pull all the data.
I never clear my multitasking,
All right, well-
so it doesn't matter to me.
We have made these people sit through, and Joe sit through all this stickiness for an hour and 46 minutes already. So we should probably wrap up here. So if you've made it this far and you got to see Joe all sticky, like, subscribe, share this with your friends or people you don't know or people you don't like. I mean, send them here. We'll talk to them.
Any press is good press.
Yeah.
Well, guys, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook if you want to do Facebook. But we're going to start with Spotify soon, I think. Once Joe wants to disclose the YouTube password to me, I can start posting on Spotify. But yeah, go to the socials. We'll start posting soon, I think.
All right, guys. See ya.
Farewell.